if we really want to deal with Galamsey.
Well, the Minerals Development Fund has announced plans to implement a strict monitoring system to track the corporate social responsibility projects of mining companies in their operational areas. Administrator Hannah Louisa Bisu-Kote stated that the move aims to ensure these initiatives genuinely benefit communities, especially as many mining areas suffer from environmental damage and stunted socio-economic development. She made the remarks on Upfront with Blessed Soga.
Often there are communities where we have big companies, they've done nothing. But when you go on paper, they've done CSR. We are going to be the whistleblowers, and we are going to insist that the right thing is done. We want to know what you plan for the community. The intention is not to, actually punish anybody. The intention is to get them to do the right thing. Because if we are voiced for these mining communities, then we have to step up and make sure that whoever takes from their soil, you give back to the community in an impactful manner.
Now, the New Patriotic Party is questioning President John Mahama's decision to appoint a justice of the Supreme Court, Gabriel Scott Puaman, as chairperson of the 5-member committee set to investigate petitions for the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo. The party, which is lacing its boots to protest the suspension of Chief Justice Torkornoo, says the composition of the committee evaluating the claims sparks of bias and erodes public interest. Henry Nanabuache is national organizer of the NPP.
The MPP also wishes to highlight a glaring ethical impropriety in the composition of the 5-member committee tasked with the mandate to investigate the Chief Justice. The appointment of Justice Puaman as a chair is inappropriate. Justice Puaman, having authored a Supreme Court ruling directly connecting to the petition against the Chief Justice, cannot be deemed to be an impartial adjudicator on this matter. His involvement erodes public interest and represents a conflict of interest.
Meanwhile, the Trades Union Congress is urging the president to hasten slowly on the matter. Joshua Ansah is TUC's Secretary General.
Organized labor has been following events surrounding your suspension of the Chief Justice. We have read bits and pieces of the petition seeking the removal of the Chief Justice. Mr. President, organized labor is gravely concerned about this development. Mr. President, this process you have just begun set the country and our democracy on dangerous slippery slope from which we may not recover. We advise, Mr. President, that you hasten slowly and cautiously on this matter. Your decision on this matter will be consequential for our democracy.
Well, the Ashanti Regional Secretary of the Trades Union Congress, Augustine Abambila Adongo, is advocating for a thoughtful review of the Labour Act 651 to serve the needs of all stakeholders effectively.
Now, this new government has come. Organized labor wants this government to continue and complete what was started by the previous government. There are gaps in that act that are not protecting workers' rights. You see, and the main reason why organized labor wants a review from that act is to create a very strong protection.
Now, 2 women who were seen in a viral video pleading for help after being kidnapped have been successfully rescued in a coordinated operation led by Ghana's police service with critical support from the National Signals Bureau and the Nigerian Police Force. My colleague Daryl Kwao is in studio to give us details of a police statement. Daryl, what does it say?
Well, it says the Ghana Police, with the support of the National Signals Bureau and the Nigeria Police Force, has rescued the 2 female victims of kidnapping captured on a video which went viral. 8 suspects have so far been arrested in connection with the crime from their hideouts in Ghana and Nigeria. Further details will be shared in due course. The statement says the police is immensely grateful, it says, to the NSB and the Nigeria Police Force for the collaboration and support in the rescue and arrest operation.
Thank you, Daryl. President John Mahama says the Black Star Festival is his government's solemn pledge to rebrand Ghana as he launches the initiative, which is expected to attract investment, create new jobs, and increase tourism. At the launch, President Mahama said the Black Star Festival will ensure year-round celebrations across major entertainment, artistic, and educational disciplines.
The Black Star Experience is our solemn pledge, one, to rebrand Ghana, and in that we will showcase to the world the brilliance of our festivals, the rhythm of our music, the beauty of our fashion, the power of our films, the richness of our cuisine, and the unmatched warmth of our people. Two, we'll create jobs. We will empower millions of young Ghanaians, particularly women, by unlocking opportunities in the creative and tourism industries, nurturing entrepreneurship and innovation, and creating sustainable livelihoods. And three, we'll attract investment.
Well, President Mahama also promised to model some Ghanaian clothes on the runway during Ghana Fashion Week in July, one of the many activities planned as part of the celebrations.
Come and witness our vibrant fashion industry. And this is the interesting one. I, your president, will proudly take to the catwalk.
And President Mahama bringing us to the end of this morning's bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Amiesi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is Business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now. Go, the go. Go me. At what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info, make a fill the go be too small.
Go,
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
See, your rich auntie gets more from Absa. Your childhood friend gets more from Absa. Your favorite uncle gets more from Absa. Your roommates cry gets more from Absa. Digital solutions get more from Absa. Rewards be bring get more from Absa. 5-star treatment get more from Absa. Preferential rate get more from Absa. Easy banking and no ane Absa. Instant loans and no ane Absa. Bank papa party and no ane Absa. NTK account and get more from Absa. Yes! Join thousands of Absa customers enjoying priority treatment, preferential rates, amazing rewards, and seamless digital solutions to help you write the next big chapter of your story. Sign up for an Absa account today and get more. Your story matters. Absa.
Reliable, check. Comfort, check. Strong, check. Tough, check. Tried and tested, check. Affordable, check. Comes in so many colors and sizes, check. Suitable for domestic and industrial use, check. Choose quality, choose Syntex Tank. Available nationwide and comes with 7-year warranty. And remember, Syntex Tank is a caring brand too. Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough.
Hurry! The Marif International School entrance exam is here. Grab the golden opportunity to become a member of Marif International School. Participate in the Maggie's Admission Scholarship Exam for grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 only. Final date for the registration is the 13th of May 2025. Date for the exam is 17th May 2025. Call or WhatsApp us on 0205 234 324 for more information. You can also visit the school premises or send us an email, ghana@marifschools.com. Marif International School Ghana prays and wishes you a phenomenal success in the entry test. #Maggie's 2025. another bank.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush like feeling bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
What's your dream this year? To pull up in a brand new 4-wheel ride? Or you want to travel? Where? Sentosa Island in Singapore? Or Desert Safari in Dubai? Or you want a laptop, microwave, brand new phone, TV? Chale, what you want, you can get with SG Ghana. Minya Ubecha 7Y. Join the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo and you could win the grand prize of a brand new Toyota RAV4. Simply deposit 500 Ghana cedis or multiples of it into your SG Ghana account from now till 30th May 2025. Non-customers can open an account to participate. Visit your nearest branch or call 0302-214-314 for further inquiries. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Bavu.
Hey, morning.
Afishapa.
Afenyo Markin.
That's right. You're wondering what the Afishapa is. Eh?
I'm wondering, yes.
30 years
of
joy.
How could I forget?
Yes. Yes. Do you remember your first day on air?
Do I? Yeah, I think I do.
Hey.
I think I do. I think I was on the... What was it? I read announcements, yes.
Oh, really?
And my dog was here. Can you imagine? Like, you've been listening to my dog for like years and then you have to read the announcements.
How did that go?
I felt, to be honest, a bit intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
No, but she was nice. Yes. And yeah, she was nice. Afterwards, she made a few corrections. Yeah, but yeah, I think
that's
that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lucky you. As for me, my first day on air, I called for the 8 o'clock news at 6 o'clock.
8 o'clock news at 6 o'clock?
I clearly meant business.
Wow. Yeah. 30 years.
Idea. Look, I hadn't slept the night before.
Because you're going to be on Joy?
Nervous, you know. And it's funny. I mean, it was going to be my first day hosting the morning show. But I had
I could imagine big shoes to fill. Yeah.
But I had been on the morning show for a day for the newspaper review a day or two earlier.
But it's not the same as hosting.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, I mean, I was breaking it. Honestly, that night I didn't sleep a wink. I was doing all my preparation and I scripted every word I was going to say. And still got it wrong.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Those were the days. It's 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
11 years ago.
11.
Yeah. It was 11 years on the 7th of April. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've been here for 11 of the 30 years.
No, but it's such a privilege to be on radio, to be on Joy 99.7 FM, and to be able to speak to the whole world, if you like.
Indeed. The number of people who have messaged me over the past 2 days just to tell me that, look, Joy is our reference point. If we want to be sure that it's true,
it's got to be Joy.
Yeah. We come and look for it on Joy. If it's on Joy, then it's true.
Yeah.
And that is a privileged position for us to hold in society.
It is.
Yeah. Charlie, time flies.
I guess we know who we are going to be trumpeting this morning in a grand way.
Yes.
I also want to say my first day of playing the trumpet.
Sabutizi.
Yes.
Your first day of playing the trumpet.
I tell you,
when
I sat, I think by then the studio was somewhere here, and I don't know whether Darrow can remember that day, but it was messy. Instead of playing the news jingle, I was playing music. At a point, I opened some commercials, and everyone was like, "Hey, what is happening to me?"
New DJ.
I tell you.
And look at you now. Today, Sabutizi can, be playing the trumpet with his eyes closed. Cry, will be playing trumpets. Hey, Charlie. Anyway, time flies, right?
But you're having a Afenyo Markin here?
We are, yes. The minority leader will be joining us. He's the one person who has not made it so obvious that the NDC is in an acute minority. The MPP is in an acute minority.
Very boisterous.
My goodness.
Ask him what he gets all the energy for.
I have to find out. Well, one man army. And it must take a lot. It must take a lot to be switched on like that every single day. It cannot be easy. It cannot be easy. I look forward to our conversation. I have some other interesting questions for him. Should be fun. Yes, my Absu brother.
Charlie.
All right. Okay. So are we good? Are we ready?
Oh, we are ready.
Set to go? All right. Let's do it. So the 6 a.m. news came to us thanks to our good friends at Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. Absa Bank Ghana Limited, your story matters. And Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. And now for the Joy Business Report, and the trumpets will go smoothly.
And don't mess it up.
After years of practice, Sabutizi. You'd better not mess it up. It's brought to you by Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature, and MNC Properties. Who did we say we are doing the trumpets for? Who is it for?
Joy FM.
For Joy FM.
Joy FM. 30 years of Joy FM.
I thought it was for Sabuti. Okay.
At all. Maybe someday.
Yeah. All right. MNC Properties, a member of MNC Group, MNC Properties, choice of class. And of course,
celebrating 30 years of joyful
trumpets.
Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, prices of petrol and diesel begin to drop at the pumps. We'll tell you why, as more firms are expected to make adjustments this morning. Also coming up, government to borrow 6.32 billion cedis from Treasury Market today. We have details. Plus, in our business journal, we'll tell you how some headquarters in the central business district of Accra are coping with the harsh conditions to provide for their families back home. Details coming up. Thanks for being with us. Hello to our friends listening from Kof Radio and KT Radio. My name is Daryl Kwao. Prices of petroleum products have started dropping as some pumps across the country. This reduction falls in line with the stability of the local currency and some significant decline on the global market in the last few days. As of this morning, Star Oil has reduced the price of petrol from 13 cedis 87 pesos to 12 cedis 99 pesos a litre. The diesel going for 14 cedis 27, which was going for 14 cedis 27 pesos, now going for 13 cedis 99 pesos per litre. Now, this development is expected to force more oil marketing firms to reduce their prices. George Affe has more.
Star Oil, which currently controls a significant portion of the market, is selling a litre of petrol at 12 Ghana cedis 99 pesos. Diesel, on the other hand, is going for 13 Ghana cedis 99 pesos. Joy Business is learning that if it had not been the price floor directive coming from the National Petroleum Authority, we could have seen Star Oil go down further for the various price codes for diesel and petrol. Another major oil player and market leader, GOL, has told Joy Business that it will be adjusting prices at the pumps from this morning. Most of the firms have linked the reduction to declining prices of crude oil on the international market and the cedi's recent stability against the US dollar. This is the 6th consecutive decline in prices of petroleum products in the country since February.
George Affe, with that report, we've got our eyes on the treasury market because the government is expected to borrow 6.32 billion cedis today. This will be done through the issuance of the 91-day, 182-day, and 364-day bills. Here's more.
The money will be used to settle 6.09 billion cedis in maturing bills. Analysts expect modest yield compression in the coming weeks as momentum builds around the bond market reopening, supported by ongoing preparations. This will consequently reduce the government's domestic interest payments. Databank research tips June as the likely optimal timing for the reopening, coinciding with the more stable disinflation path and aligning with the Ministry of Finance's 2-year recovery strategy. In the near term, it anticipates strong demand in the money market, supported by improved investor sentiment. It mentioned that selective debt acceptance should further drive yields lower, enhancing the appeal of long-term issuance to non-resident investors at the reopening. Last week's Treasury auction attracted total base of 7.27 billion cedis. About 6.7 billion cedis was accepted.
Government has assured that it will maintain fiscal discipline to sustain the city's recent good run against the dollar. Several reasons have been given for the city's stability, including declining value of the US dollar on the international market. Said Tekwe is economic advisor to the president. He spoke on PM Express Business Edition.
There are other fiscal reforms. The hints of stopping, the haphazard way in which, gold was being handled, from the mining of the gold itself to its marketing, right, has brought some expectation that things will be moving in the right direction. But again, we need to generate forex in very sustainable ways by supporting exports. Let's remember that this is the president who sanctioned putting money aside, even at dire moments, for us to be able to pay our debts. If you don't pay our debt, it's fiscal. It will come to haunt you. So these are the things which, again, we need to pay attention to.
You heard as a Tekwe economic advisor to the president speaking on PM Express Business Edition. There's a repeat of that conversation this morning on the Joy News channel. Now, President John Mahama has assured of massive investments to boost productivity in the public sector. According to the president, this is in line with the quest to ensure positive morale in the public service sector. The public sector rather. Now, the Trades Union Congress in recent times has raised concerns about the conditions of service in the country's labor market. However, speaking during the May Day celebration in Accra to honor labor and workers' unions, the president assured massive investments and reforms in the public sector.
And that your voice is valued and your future is secure. And that's why I'm committed not only to improving conditions of service, but also to restoring hope and confidence in the Ghanaian workforce. My administration will invest in morale-boosting interventions that matter. We'll introduce comprehensive reforms across the public and private sector labor environment by ensuring timely salary payments, modernizing workplace conditions, and reducing the bureaucratic bottlenecks that frustrate your productivity. We'll also prioritize better occupational health and safety policies and ensure timely pension contributions and payments, and eliminate the neglect that many of our retired workers have had to endure for far too long. Every worker deserves to retire with pride and not with anxiety.
President John Mahama. Now, although government has put in effort to reduce work-related migration, many young ladies also believe that embarking on such journeys to Accra in order to feed their homes and families is better than being idle in underserved communities. For our business journal, my colleague Mamesi Nyameche engaged 2 headquarters in the central business district of Accra to learn how they make ends meet. Take a listen.
Life on the streets of Aboglishia market is tough. It may sound cliche, but it truly takes the strongest to survive. Yet for many young girls fleeing poverty in the north, this market is where dreams of a better life are born. Ishahaku Jahara Jatu, only 20 years old, has been at the yam market for 9 months. She left home without telling her parents. One day, she packed a few clothes, borrowed money from a friend, and left without looking back. It wasn't until she arrived in the capital that she mustered the courage to inform her family.
When I reached her that I called her, instead I'm going to Accra, she said, why?
I said, you see, look at the suffering that you are getting. Then I want to come here and look for money and go back. I said I will not refuse to go to school, so I will go.
And what did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just prayed for me.
Life on the streets is brutal. Jahara says the hardest part is finding food, water, and a safe place to sleep.
When we wake up in the morning, we go and buy pure water and come and wash our face. After that, we went to work. After work, we will come and sleep. We don't know anyone here. Like, if we want to go and buy food, we usually go and buy gari and come and soak it and eat.
So if you compare your life to your life here in Accra, what do you think?
My life today is better than when I'm here.
That's when she met Umiatu, the 24-year-old had left Tumu under similar circumstances. Having been in Accra longer than Jaharat, Umiatu has helped her navigate the harsh realities of city life.
I met her, she's also sleeping outside. And I said, oh, the same as you, I'm also sleeping outside. Then we began to make friends, close friends.
Umiatu dreams of becoming a nurse, but saving enough money for her training means carrying heavy loads daily. The demands of street life often makes it difficult to hold on to hope.
I'm thinking of going back home.
When you go back home, what should you do?
For the little I have, I will set up a business.
On some days, the market isn't kind. Umiatu even had to turn down a customer because the pay was too little for the effort.
I usually do charge 15 cities, 20 cities from here to CNB. I just rejected one because the price is not good. She was offering to give me 4 cities. 4 cities from here to CNB. It's not good because 4 cities cannot buy medicine. Neither can 4 cities buy food.
Their living conditions are nothing to write home about. For Joy News, Mami Sinyamiche Thompson.
All right, and before we go look at the commodity market, crude oil selling this morning at $62 a barrel. Gold increased by more than $12 to open trading at $3,251 an ounce. Cocoa lost $144 to open trading at $8,743 a ton. On the currency market, the dollar going for 15 cities 40 pesos. That's what some forex bureaus are offering their clients. A British pound 20 cities 10 pesos. The euro going for 17 cities 20 pesos. The commercial banks quoting the dollar at 14 cities 20 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Daryl Kwab. Thanks for doing the listening. Guess who's here?
Kojo Akoto Boateng is here. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning. He's on a mission.
Yes, 30 years plus 1. That's impact that must be measured.
It has to be.
Yesterday, I was analyzing Joy FM. If Joy were a person, right? At 30 years, the time Joy was started, Joy would have been the 2 billionth person. The 2 billionth person that was born then.
2 billion.
Yes, and at this particular point, Joy as a person in our national conversation is older than about 25 million Ghanaians.
Wow.
Yes.
Interesting stats.
It's we will do that analysis as we go along today, maybe later on the show. And the impact Joy has had on our nation building, development, business and everything. That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. And I remember listening to Joy from Kumasi on Love 99.5 FM way back. And the stories, the voices, the music, the energy,
wow,
and the inspiration to want to. So our inspiration to do media, to get into this space,
was because
to run away from engineering into media, was because there was some excellence that was started here, which has really spread across the country and been the foundation upon which Ghanaian media has grown and excelled. And
wow,
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yes,
it's a good thing.
Yes. But yesterday, you people didn't get your Wache and Kinky.
Oh, but we did.
Ah, you did?
We got it. Yeah. Oh,
we did.
We got Wache. Even some of us also got Kinky as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Our inspirational song, do you know where it's coming from today?
Tell us about it.
It's coming from a man known as Kwabena Boateng. He was born on the 3rd of October 1934, baptized as Daniel Amponsa, and we all know him as Ejako Nimo. Ejako Nimo. Now this song is inspired by 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It's a love song, but it talks about the virtues of love and what we must aspire to get.
Nice one.
And
it's a nice pick.
This version of the song he performed with the National Symphony Orchestra, and the title of the song is Na Densua.
All right.
That's our inspirational song.
Can't wait.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time.
We 100% associate with him.
Yes.
On that particular proposal that Ejako Nimo should be honored. So this is the song, our inspirational song for the day. Na Densua.
Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the super morning show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy. Joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the super morning show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Intenchem. Love is like measles.
It's like what? Measles?
Measles, yes.
Hey, it drew up.
You need patience to take care of somebody suffering from measles, else the person will die.
I see.
I think like love is Yaraba measles, no?
Yes. So he's taking a cue from 1 Corinthians 13 to say love is patient. So he must be patient. Love is kind. We must be kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others, and it's not self-seeking.
I would have thought that's a boil, because you need time to take care of a boil.
Intention is measles.
I agree, and I'm saying that why would they say measles? Because then you need a lot of the double of patience you need for measles for a boil.
Have you had measles before?
You don't know.
Yes, I've had measles. I've had boils before, and I can confidently tell you that a boil.
Actually, the ones that the boils or the ones down.
The boil in your armpit that suddenly makes you have ego.
Yes.
So you'll be walking around like macho man.
So it's a beautiful song. You was talking about marriage and love, but if you do a Agama Lizard with the virtues in there,
president of the Agama Lizard,
you realize that the same
Ghana.
Virtues he was talking about. If you brought it into governance, for example, if you say you love Ghana and you are not self-seeking, you don't want to take all the national cake for yourself and your family, but you want to spread it, then you do a better job. So that is the legend. Ejako Nimo. Yes.
This is
in Achuma Fuase.
This will go down as one of your best Agama Lizards. I mean, this is. I mean, this
and I agree with President Mahama. We should honor him.
Chef's kiss. Mwah.
Yeah, we should honor Ejako Nimo. A nice monument to honor Ejako Nimo for the work he's done for Ghanaian music. Will be a great one.
All right, let's do the Drive Safe campaign.
It's brought to you by Joy News and the Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality, Imperial General Assurance, Solid Protection. Please avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible, drive with your lights on. That's how you ensure your safe arrival. And my tip this morning is simple. If you see a convoy moving and you are not originally part of the convoy, please don't join it. Because before convoys move, they plan how they are going to move to ensure everyone's security. Because usually they are driving at 120, 140, 160. If you join the convoy and you don't know their movement patterns, the sweepers and all those things, you may end up causing problems for the convoy itself and for other road users. So please, including never yourself. Do that. There are sometimes you see an opportunity you want to join. It's not safe for you because a lot of these people are trained to drive that way. And don't put yourself in danger, your passengers in danger, the convoy itself in danger, and other route users in danger. That's our tip for today.
Yeah, that's good advice. In fact, think about it even before even if you are starting with the convoy.
Yes.
And you know that Charlie, just tell them to go. You are coming.
And if you join and they catch you too,
in fact, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Just
don't do it.
If you were not originally planned into the convoy, you are not included.
Yeah.
So don't join.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time to say it right.
Absolutely, and it's brought to you by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are our hallmarks, and as well, Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either. Can you believe Joy has been around for 3 whole decades? I guess time flies when you're having fun, huh? Well, why don't we now take the opportunity to deal with the pronunciation of the word decade? D-E-C-A-D-E, decade, not decade. The word decade derives its meaning from the Greek word dekas, D-E-K-A-S, which means groups of 10. Now that evolved into dekados, which meant 10 consecutive years. And now we have the English word decade to mean precisely that. Decayed, on the other hand, is the past tense of decay, which means to rot. As you can see, totally unrelated to the concept of 10 years. Anyway, now you can say it right. And hopefully, a decade from now, your pronunciation will not have decayed. See what I did there?
So yeah, that's how you say it, right? And by the way, guys, let me quickly say good morning to perhaps 3 of the biggest fans of Say It Right in the world. Okay, so this one is to 3 students of Ghana International School: Georgina, Josephine, and Stephanie. Georgina, Josephine, and Stephanie Insia Achampong. Always listen to Say It Right in their car with their father George on their way to school. So,
Georgina, Josephine,
yes, and Stephanie. Yes, the
beautiful names.
3 ladies who love to say it right.
Yeah.
All right, then news review brought to you now by Syntex Tank, a strong, a tough, Access Bank, More Than Banking, and Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Happy smile.
Let's start with the Ghanaian Times. There's a photo of the president he's joined hands with executives of the TUC. And the headline says, "We will restore hope in workers. President pledges." TUC is demanding a complete overhaul of the wage structure. That's also on the front page. Mr. Joshua Ansah, General Secretary of the TUC, is here. Boko mediation put on hold. 500,000 youth apprenticeship program takes off. That is the Ejumera program. And GJ Anes, former Ghanaian Times editor, 23 others for contribution to media freedom.
All right, I'll bring you the headlines on the news center, and big one, I'm certain you may have seen it somewhere. Zoom Lion renews call for YEA for higher pay for sanitation beneficiaries, and as well, Alexander Afenyo Markin is in front of the news center, our guest for today, and minority backs demo against CJ removal, and as well, workers raw at May Day over living wage, CJ removal, workers dismissals, pension, worsening Galamsey, and Mahama's response as well, all on the news center.
I have a question for Mr. Afenyo Markin about the Chief Justice, and I'll wait till he gets here.
Yeah. I want to know his thoughts about the succession planning in the MPP. Leadership of the MPP beyond what, because now when it comes to governance, he seems to be the lone voice because he's the minority leader. He speaks more about all the issues, but where is the MPP now? How are they positioning themselves to be a better opposition party? Yeah, I want to know his thoughts about that. But let me take you to the Daily Guide, Kojo. Mahama rules out ECG privatization. Mahama rules out ECG privatization. You know, this has been big news. And I want to know his thoughts about ECG as well. Missing containers, managing ECG, the debt and all those things. He was board chair of the ECG, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah, so I want to know his thoughts on ECG going forward. Now, AG charges Edu Boateng, wife, over 49.1 million Ghana cedi theft. Former clerk goes home. That is the former clerk of parliament.
Yes.
The late Samuel Intim Dakwa. Kojo, later I think we should read his profile. This man has done a lot for the legislative body.
Man.
Yes. And in celebrating legends, we should celebrate Mr. Samuel Intim Dakwa. Ayine, A+, clash over mat slinging. Both gentlemen are here on the front page. And Ken Intim withdraw from NPP. Thank you, Tor.
Yeah,
it's all so amusing. I mean, what anyway, I try to steer well clear of some of these issues,
but the chairman explains that, well, it's for other responsibilities. Yesterday, the press conference, they mentioned that he's taking a bow from the thank you to and getting ready for the...
You're talking about Stephen Intim. I was talking about
Fojo,
Ayine and A+.
Oh, an A+.
Yes. Right, that's what I'm saying. I like to steer well clear of. You know,
I like to think why you would like to stay away from that.
You just use your imagination. Now, Fojo, let's move on.
Every matter has 3 sides. How you see it, how I see it, and the truth. Between Ayine and A+, how Ayine sees it, how A+ sees it, we need to establish the truth.
Quickly,
okay, I leave that job to you.
Quickly, there's one. Shall I tell you one that is in front of the Ghanaian publisher that's not on the other papers? So, current processes for removing CJ unfair. And guess who's saying this? The former Chief Justice as well, Sophia Akufu, who is a member of the Council of States.
Yes, and she's rumored to be the only member of the Council of State who abstained from the vote, the almost unanimous vote to determine a prima facie case. Interesting.
Okay, so Kojo, let me give you some of the details. I want to start from the the May Day issues. The president says he will restore hope in workers. He has pledged workers. At the same event, he said that ECG will not be privatized. He assured Ghanaian workers that his administration would not privatize the ECG, despite the entity's 68 billion Ghana cedi debt, but would rather pursue strategic public-private partnerships to inject efficiency into electricity distribution. He also spoke about GIHOC. And he said, even companies like GIHOC distilleries, which paid dividends under my previous administration, are now operating at a loss. The question I ask is, how can you sell alcohol and be in debt? He queried. There are a lot of alcohol companies that are in debt and have collapsed, though, Mr. President.
There are.
Oh, these days I don't see some of my favorite brands of you know. But I don't want to mention them now.
For people to know your
for
poison.
you to judge me.
But it's an important
the
question.
The president said, when we are sad, we drink. When we are happy, we drink. When we don't have any emotional whatever, we drink. So how can you have a market?
The president seems to really understand the market.
Yes. So that is on the TUC. But let me give you one more, which I believe is the big story for me with respect to May Day. The Trades Union Congress has called for a complete overhaul of Ghana's wage structure, describing the existing system as unfit for purpose and deeply inequitable. It issued a demand for the government to implement far-reaching reforms to reset pay and working conditions in Ghana. And they talked about the minimum wages is only $1.28 for 8 hours of work. And they say that even in the face of that $1.28, many workers earn less. Now, the thing for me is that beyond the public sector wage reforms, we need to look at private sector wage reforms. There are people in this country who are earning 400, 500, 600 Ghana cedis a month.
Yeah.
And these people spend like 800 cedis a month on transport alone. How do we ensure that whilst we clean up the public sector wage issues, we also pay attention to the private sector and bring some equity in how some of these things are done? Whose job it is to ensure that in both the public sector and the private sector, there are fair wages being paid to people. For example, if you look at the YE thing, YE is a public-private sector.
By YE, you mean YEA?
YEA.
Okay.
And people are earning 250 Ghana cedis. and I've seen a letter which was proposing a new deal which would make people earn 448 Ghana cedis. If you earn 448 Ghana cedis, a 25 kilo bag of rice. 25 kilo bag of rice.
These are the sweepers we're talking about.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
I want us to also, and by the way, this is just me, looking at this from both sides. Okay. I want us to also recognize how many hours of work the sweepers put in for whatever they are paid. Okay. How many hours do they work? Do we know?
Sometimes there's nearly I don't think there's a specific. It's where you are assigned to, right?
I see them sweeping at dawn, right?
Sometimes, yes.
I see them sweeping at dawn. I don't see them sweeping in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. I see them sweeping at dawn.
For me, it's not the number of hours they are working now.
Okay.
It's about the program and what it was meant to do. If we structured the program right and really had the intention of cleaning our cities, we'll put in place a system which will make them sweep the cities and keep the cities clean,
which means that they would work throughout the day. Now that for me is progressive. Okay, what I'm saying is today the money we are giving them, it is for how much work?
Let me give you another example. On my farm, I pay a laborer 150 Ghana cedis a day to come and weed. Okay. Now, this laborer, if he weeds for 30 days or 20 days, do the maths.
Yeah.
Right.
But how many hours a day does he work for 150 Ghana cedis?
When he comes to work, they'll weed for 3 hours in the morning, go on break when it's hot, and come back to weed maybe some other 2 hours in the evening.
Okay.
My point
so
is
they work 5 to 6 hours a day.
Let's put in place a structure to make people earn what they get and earn equitably and earn better.
But what if equitably is what Kojo
what I'm saying is, so if your job takes an hour of your time every dawn, right? It means that you are being paid for an hour of your time.
What is the value on that hour of cleaning the city?
Over a period of how many days a week. So
Yeah.
they work 5-6 days a
Yeah.
week, right?
Yeah.
So they add it all up and then they decide, okay, so this is worth, how much are they paying them right now? 200
and something.
Something.
So a total of it, let me break it down.
So what I'm saying is this: maybe we shouldn't consider an hour's work as full-time employment and
That's
expect
fair.
them to be paid a full-time salary.
Okay.
Okay. So what we need to figure out is whether that 250 is commensurate reward for an hour's work a day. If it's not, it needs to go up so that it becomes commensurate, right? But we needn't. We need to recognize that we are not talking about a full-time job here. It's not a full-time job. It's probably an hour's work per day.
Okay.
It would be great to see
So
that contract and the
yeah,
details
I've
on
seen
the
a little bit of the letter that they put out yesterday, and it's also suggests that a little above 800 cedis, that's about 850 cedis, is what has been allocated. Then a little above 500 cedis is what is used to purchase, say, apparatus, accoutrements, equipments, brushes, brooms, and all of that. And so what they need to do their work is still out of the 850, and then by this time they have about just 250 cedis for the service. Out of that, a little above 500 cedis is what the Zoom Lion will take as management fee and also purchase brooms and all of that. Now my concern is, I mean, at home, if I purchase a broom, I don't use a broom for a month. You know, so if you're taking a little above that out of the total amount every month,
So
to
you
buy
want
brushes,
to know
yes,
what the disposables are
absolutely,
that they are spending the money
absolutely
on. Okay, so that you can see whether the breakdown of that 850 is
only
properly
equitable or
structured.
fair.
Properly properly structured. It's not about equitable or fair. It's not like it has to be shared between the items equitably. No, it just has to be properly structured. So if a broom costs 5 cedis, it should be 5 cedis that is given to the broom. Right,
Okay.
not that it should be equitable.
And
So-
also the broom, how long we use a broom for us to be.
Precisely. All those things should be calculated in. But it doesn't mean that once you do that calculation, whatever is left must necessarily go to the sweeper.
Where will it go?
You should still calculate the value of that sweeper's 1 hour and pay that sweeper equitably for that 1 hour. It doesn't mean that whatever is left, give it to the sweeper. It's not charity.
Yeah, let's do
Right?
this math in detail.
It's not charity.
later.
We need to work it out.
Yeah.
Do the calculation. Yeah.
Let me take you to the daily guide. So the story of AG charging Dubai is on the front page. The AG and A plus clashing is also on the front page. But I want to read the story of the former clerk of parliament who is going home tomorrow. The late Mr. Samuel Ntim Dakwa had for nearly 40 years been serving Ghana in the functioning and evolution of the Parliament of Ghana in the British Commonwealth and into the transition into Ghana.
Legend.
And his rich experience covered a period during which he rose from the position of assistant clerk to become the clerk of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. He was assistant clerk to the 1968 Constituent Assembly and clerk to the 1992 Consultative Assembly. He held a unique record of having served all the Parliament and Constituent Assemblies of Ghana between 1961 and 1997. And his expertise in parliamentary practices and procedures in the inner workings of the House and its committees had been acknowledged by his peers, not only in Ghana, but indeed throughout the Commonwealth. He's going home tomorrow. And this is a man, I hope somebody writes extensively about him.
I deeply admire people of that stature, you know, who
He's an
have
institution.
broken their backs over decades for their country.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, these people they don't work for a fortune, you know, but they work. And they work diligently and make a difference and move institutions forward. Places like Parliament would not be where they are without men like that. And I think we should really, really deeply salute such a man on his way home tomorrow. And of course, our commiserations to his family.
Of course.
At this important time.
Did you bring a story about Edu Boateng, or you want us to go for the
in fact,
BBC?
We have to go for the BBC
All
News.
right.
We would have done the online review brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy Goyle, you know, idea. But I recommend you go check out the stories on my journal line. Right now, though, the BBC News brought to you by Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Business Daily is in 30 minutes.
Today we speak to Judy Faulkner, founder of the medical record software company Epic Systems. We hear how her business became one of the largest health IT companies in the world, with an estimated revenue of nearly $5 billion a year.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
I'm Justin Webb, and you're about to hear Americast, the BBC's US news and politics podcast on the BBC World Service. In today's programme, we're looking at how popular Donald Trump is with voters as he marks his first 100 days of his second term. Here's how he summed up the start of that term at a rally in Michigan on Tuesday.
That's according to many, many people. This is the best, they say, 100-day start of any president in history, and everyone is saying it. We've just gotten started. You haven't even seen anything yet. It's all just kicking in.
The recent polling suggests growing numbers of Americans don't agree. We want to find out why and whether it'll make any difference to how Donald Trump governs. That's all coming up on this episode of Americast. I will be back in 5 minutes with my co-hosts Sarah Smith and Anthony Zerka after the news.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. Israel says its military has attacked a target close to the presidential palace in the Syrian capital in support of the beleaguered Druze community. Tim Franks reports from Damascus.
In the words of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the message of these latest airstrikes should be clear. Israel will not allow Syrian government forces to threaten Druze communities or deploy south of Damascus. Clashes in Druze neighborhoods over the past week have killed dozens. The Syrian authorities say calm has now been returned to these suburbs, but suspicions remain over the new Syrian government's jihadist roots and whether the new government, which says it wants to rule for all Syrians, can maintain control of security.
Aid agencies have warned that the last few dozen food kitchens still operating in Gaza, a lifeline for hundreds of thousands of people, are set to close within days. There are warnings that mass starvation is imminent. Yolande Nell is in Jerusalem.
Already, the UN's World Food Programme and the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees say they've run out of food. The few dozen remaining community kitchens say they'll be forced to close within 2 weeks. Israel blocked all deliveries to Gaza, including food, fuel and medicines, on the 2nd of March, days before a ceasefire was shattered as it restarted its military offensive. Both steps, Israel said, were meant to put pressure on Hamas to release the hostages it's still holding. The UN has repeatedly warned of a humanitarian catastrophe. Recent days have seen increased looting and breakdowns in public order.
The British right-wing populist party, Reform UK, has won a parliamentary by-election in northwest England, dramatically overturning a governing Labour majority by the smallest of margins. The swing was 17%. The BBC's chief political correspondent, Henry Zeffman, is outside the counting centre.
The closest by-election result there has ever been. But I think the significance of this is not going to be some pub quiz answer in the years and decades to come. This could prove to be a much more significant moment in British politics, because actually, even if Labour had won this by-election by 6 votes rather than lost it by 6 to Reform, that change in votes between the Labour Party and Reform, with the Conservative vote collapsing further compared to their electoral annihilation just 10 months ago, tells a story of what appears to be happening in lots of different parts of England. And that is of votes draining from the 2 main parties who've dominated British politics for more than a century to other political parties.
The Anglo-Dutch oil giant Shell has reported quarterly profits of almost $5.6 billion. That's down on the same period last year, but better than analysts had expected. BBC News. The US has ended its tax exemption for low-value packages shipped from China. Small items will now incur a 120% duty charge. Nick Marsh is our Asia business correspondent.
Americans have grown used to buying low-cost items directly from Chinese online retailers without having to pay any tax. But from today, those wanting to purchase a new dress, t-shirt or a pair of headphones from popular sites such as Shein or Temu will now have to pay a 120% duty on the value of the item, or a fee of $100. It will also require a huge amount of paperwork on the seller's side. This is all part of President Trump's trade war with China, but he also says it's designed to stem the flow of illegal drugs, such as fentanyl, which often enters the US in small packages without any customs checks.
Nick Marsh reporting. President Trump has signed an executive order to end federal funding for two well-respected US broadcasters, NPR and PBS. He says the two are biased, spreading what the White House called radical woke propaganda, disguised as news. The American singer Jill Sobule has died in a house fire at the age of 66. Her satirical song Supermodel featured in the 1995 coming-of-age film Clueless, but she was best known for I Kissed a Girl, which was the first song with gay themes to crack the Billboard Top 20 chart. Hundreds of vehicles in Australia have been left with flat tyres after sharp metal debris spilled across a busy motorway near the city of Sydney. Police, who were called to the area, say they found damaged cars strewn across the southbound lanes, surrounded by small metal shards. A local haulage company has admitted that a load of scrap metal had fallen off the back of one of its trucks early in the morning. The roads had to be cleaned and 400 damaged cars repaired. BBC News.
I hope you've managed to catch our 100 Days of Donald.
When you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh, you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, anywhere I go, anything you do, I live for you. Anywhere. If I believe I live inside fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live inside fidelity.
Hurry! The Marif International School entrance exam is here. Grab the golden opportunity to become a member of Marif International School. Participate in the Maggie's Admission Scholarship Exam for grade 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 only. Final date for the registration is the 13th of May 2025. Date for the exam is 17th May 2025. Call or WhatsApp us on 0205 234 324 for more information. You can also visit the school premises or send us an email, ghana@marifschools.com. Marif International School Ghana prays and wishes you a phenomenal success in the entry test. #Maggie's 2025.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
That's it.
Brushing gets more fun with your kids with the new Pepsodent Kids toothpaste. Give your smiles protection that lasts. Grab yours today from a store near you. This advert is FDA approved.
Paying or getting paid? Koba day for you.
Driver, I don't have cash on you.
Oh, madam, you can pay through Koba.
Oh, you use Koba too? That makes it easy.
Receive payment from your customers and make bulk payment in just a few clicks.
Madam, I received the money.
Hello, Coffee.
Mom, you still haven't sent me the airtime, and the house internet is finished. My game.
I'm sorry, darling. Doing that right away.
With Koba, you can send airtime to your friends and family and load data for some great entertainment.
Madam, here are the foodstuff.
Thank you.
You can use the short code *365# or the Koba mobile app to make your payment.
Get a designated short code today and start receiving payment with real-time visibility into all your payments with Koba. Pay your suppliers and staff in just a few clicks. For more information, call 0200-404010.
Koba there, you click pew
and you hear pew pew. Transaction done.
Koba, our life simplified.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of a Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
Coffee in your cup and Joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the Super Morning Show. Yeah. Wake up to joy.
What?
This is not Asokpo.
This is Asokpo.
Young lady, please let us educate you. This is Everybody by Black Box. Black Box, the same band that did Right on Time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
this
it's
is classic Asokpo. Asokpo.
What is another example of Asopo? So that I can learn better.
Oh, the one that played before this.
Another example. Balagaza.
Pardon? Pardon?
This is what I thought is Asopo.
What is Balagaza?
I don't know Balagaza.
Let's educate you, old man.
Educate me. You don't know Balagaza.
No.
You don't know one corner.
One corner.
That is
not Asoko.
Which one is that one?
But why are you people like that?
What is that one?
That, I mean,
So
that is
outside
in
of the
class
classic.
of its own. That is just, patapizi.
Okay, Balagaza.
That's it. Patapizi. Simple. It's a genre on its own. But this is Asopo.
Yes, and Balagaza is also Asopo.
It's basically house music. That's the name of the genre. House music. And in Ghana we called it Asopo.
House music?
Yeah.
And you might have born a house there. How is it Asopo?
Mepacho Jaisa. Dance hall. Dance hall in Kwana.
I wanna watch him.
Garage. Your boy garage.
I wanna watch him.
Techno, your boy telco office.
Yes. Akoto, you are a problem.
Now that we found love, what are we gone? And
Asokpo with hip hop.
And Chibum and Koko.
Please, that's pop music. That's Michael
pop,
Jackson.
Yeah. Yes. And Swedish House Mafia.
Swedish House Mafia is that's what do they call that again? It's not house music. It's dance music.
Dance music.
Yeah.
I see.
Don't you worry, child.
No, they have. Don't you worry. They said they featured a singer, so
you are talking about the
Swedish House Mafia.
Now I understand why. That's why you guys. I understand why you guys have left me out of the conversation. DJ dancer. I get it now. Shall we?
Shall we get on to better?
Shall we get on to?
Yes. Emefa, we agree with you, Mama.
All right.
Who and what would have brought you the online news review?
Indeed. Yes.
Right. Experience the thrill of easy banking with Zenith Bank this season. Enjoy 24-hour access to Zenith Bank's secure digital banking channels from the comfort of your home, office, or wherever you are. Make quick and easy payments with your Zenith MasterCard, Visa card, or Easy Pay GH Dual card, or simply use the Z Mobile Ghana app, Zenith Internet Banking, or dial star 966 hash to manage your account, buy data bundles and airtime, make payments, and more. Charlie, no stress, no long waits, just smooth, secure, and instant banking at your fingertips. For a full bouquet of Zenith Bank's digital banking channels, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 054 2000 111 or 0302 680 884. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Charlie, why are you taking your mother for Mother's Day?
And what dance are we going to dance? What music are we going to dance? Sweet mother, is it Asokpo? Or it is what?
Please.
Mother's Day is coming. We need to start preparing the dance.
Sweet mother is gospel.
It's gospel.
Yeah.
It's gospel.
I'm waiting for somebody to challenge. Let's say it's gospel.
Yeah, it's gospel actually. It talks about the good news of mothers and the blessings they have.
Hallelujah.
Yes. We'll be dancing. We'll be cracking to it.
Yeah.
Break dancing.
Yes, and there's only one place for such sacrilegious reclassification of music with our mothers, and it's Safari Valley Eco Park. I cannot wait for the big Mother's Day event. It's happening over Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday the 10th of May from 11 till 6 p.m. you can come and enjoy this amazing tour. You see the exotic birds and animals from different parts of the world. Patagonian Mara. Is there another Mara? Like from
Obuasi Mara.
Or
Umpoho Mara.
Umpohonian Mara. So the Patagonian one is there. Yeah. And of course, not just the exotic birds and animals and the zebras and all of these, but you also get this special Mother's Day buffet. And I've got to tell you, it's the crown, the jewel in the crown of Safari Valley. Their food.
Yeah.
Their food is fantastic.
Guess where I was yesterday?
Ebe, is that how you are? Where
I was
you
at
go?
Aqua Safari.
You are Agama Lizardinas.
And the food. So just imagine Safari Valley.
You are Agama Lizardinas again.
Yes.
Let's come back to Safari Valley.
Charlie, the food I ate there, I'm not going to eat again till the Mother's Day event because I don't want to swallow my stomach.
So come and enjoy this. And of course, the Mother's Day buffet lunch will be in the garden. It'll be beautiful. There'll be a live band, and they've got some special guest artists lined up to make it all rather memorable. Now, if you want to be carted there, it can happen. There's a bus. There's a bus service from Joy. So some of you can join the bus with your mums and go have the time of your life. Okay, you can call the front desk of Joy FM if you want to register. The number is 0302 216 540. Okay, 0302 216 540. Just call them and get your name on the list. All right.
Yeah.
What you're doing with
we are ready to go. To go and dance to that gospel by Prince Nico Mbanga. Is that the name? Yes.
Sweet mother.
I no go forget you for this suffer way you suffer for me.
Gospel. Okay. So today on the
I don't plan on challenging you. I have no locus. I have no authority on this conversation at all.
Take our word for it. We know what we are not talking about. All right, so today on the Super Morning Show, I mean the big conversation is with the minority leader Alexander Afenyo Markin. Until recently, he was a majority leader. I wonder what it feels like, that change in rank, especially after he was very adamant on how he's addressed.
I shall remind him of our little episode.
You had an episode,
of course, on election brief. Before
he said you should call him what?
He said, "Young lady, you will address me by my real title. I am the majority leader." Well, I said I didn't think that's important. You're of course the leader of the MPP caucus in Parliament. Is that wrong or right? He says, "Young lady, I will not have this conversation any further if you will not address me as the majority leader." Oh man, he took. Well, there was a detour, but he still came back and we had that conversation.
Okay. Well, we will certainly address him by his proper title today, Mr. Alexander Afenyo Markin.
Kwamina.
Oh yes, let's not forget that.
Osahene. Oh,
Mr. Alexander Kwamina Afenyo Markin is his proper title.
Right.
Yes.
It's his proper legal name. But when it comes to his traditional title, just as you are a sub chief, he's a chief.
How many subs?
Kojo.
I'm sorry, Kojo. I'm all for you.
Yeah,
it's a long time till 10. I don't
want to be
in
an
trouble.
Interesting conversation. Send us your messages 055-1111-997. If you have any questions for Afenyo Markin, please send them to us. We will put the questions to him on your behalf on the Super Morning Show.
All right. Okay. So stay with us. That's all coming up. Also today, let's not forget that we. Something else we're going to talk about today, wasn't it?
Yes.
We're still enjoying the 30 years of joyfulness.
That's right. That's right. Yes, we want to hear your joy stories. This morning I was talking about my first day on Joy. It was a disaster. When I called for the 8 a.m. news at 6 a.m.
8 a.m. news at 6 a.m.
Yeah, I was in a hurry.
Yes,
I was a man in a hurry. Samuel or Damwell.
The same Samuel David.
Yes, the executive producer was Kofi Ansa.
Yes,
Kofi Ansa. He's the one who gave me my break on this on Joy FM.
So before you came to the studio that day, how was the feeling?
I hadn't slept
all night.
Yeah.
And now we know why you called for the 6 a.m. news
at 8 a.m.
And after the show,
sleep deprivation. Oh, it was really good. The feedback was fantastic.
Who was the first person you spoke to after the show?
I interviewed. First person I spoke. I can't remember. Goodness, it was a flurry of phone calls and text messages, even while the show was going on. Yeah. I can't remember the first person I spoke to, but I certainly remember the first interview I had.
I remember some of the messages on a group we were on, DGG. Dumbest Guide to Ghana Mannerisms.
Yes.
Some of the things that some of our friends posted.
So Kojo and I actually were on this group long before I came to Ghana.
Okay.
Right. So yes, people were anticipating my first day with some eagerness. We will call it eagerness.
Charlie, Joy FM has done some. Joy FM has done some.
We've come quite some
30 years plus one.
Yeah. It's been a very special 30 years. Everybody has a Joy story. Everybody remembers where they were when something rather important happened on Joy. And today we want to hear yours. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Send them through to us on 055 1111 997.
Wake up to joy, joy, joy. Sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah. Wake up to joy, joy, joy in the morning. Yeah. If you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning. On the super morning show. Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
All right, now don't forget, it's time to discover MNC Group Global, your number one partner in real estate, mineral trading, and export, logistics, food, commodity trading, and of course, they have a global presence which will connect markets and drive businesses growth, as well as tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Listen, trust them to maximize your value in every deal. You can reach them by emailing mncgroupgh.com. Okay, MNC Group, totally reliant.
And have you heard the good news? SG Ghana is giving away lots of amazing prizes, including a brand new luxurious Toyota RAV4 Adventure in the SG Ghana Deposit and Drive promo. Now, simply deposit 500 Ghana cedis or multiples of it into your SG Ghana account and stand a chance of winning big. Non-customers can open an account to participate from now to 30th of May 2025. You can win amazing prizes, including trips to Singapore or Dubai, Samsung mobile phones, air fryers, microwaves, TVs, or the ultimate prize, a brand new Toyota RAV4 from Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Minya Ubecha 7 Wati. And the more you deposit, the better your chances of winning. So join the SG Ghana Deposits and Drive promo today. Visit your newest or nearest branch at or you can call 0302-214-314 for further inquiries. The promo is regulated by the National Lotteries Authorities on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Societe General, the future is you.
And if you need fuel that enhances your driving experience, get the new Excellium formula from Total Energies. It has a 3-in-1 action. It helps to clean your engine, it helps to extend the life of your engine, and it also lowers your fuel consumption. It also helps to reduce CO2 emissions, and importantly, it also helps with anti-corrosion, anti-wear, and it has detergent additives that boost the power of your engine. So go get the all-new Total Excellium new formula, and you will drive and experience the difference. Really, you will see the difference that your vehicle gives you when you give it the Total Energies Excellium new formula. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
All right, now don't forget that there's only one way to know whether your tank is the correct tank. Does it have a tortoise on it? Yes? No? Well, listen, if it doesn't have a tortoise, it's not correct. The tortoise tank, Syntex tank, is the champion of water tanks, okay? And they are strong, durable, built to handle the Ghanaian weather. Rain or shine, Syntex tank has your back. So listen, go outside, check your tank. If it doesn't have the tortoise on it, it's time to upgrade. Join the Syntex tank family and enjoy water storage that is tough like the tortoise. Call 0244 335 168 to buy now, and of course you can find one of their 400 agents across the country. You can also shop online at syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, are you strong? Are you tough?
And hurry, because the Marif International School entrance exams is here. Grab the golden opportunity to become a member of Marif International School Ghana, a journey towards international standard of education. Participate in the Majis admission or scholarship exam for grades 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 only. Final date for registration is 13th May 2025. And the date for exam is 17th May 2025. You can call or WhatsApp 0205 234 324, or for more information, you can as well visit the school premises for more information, and you can as well send them an email, ghana@marifschools.org. Marif International School Ghana prays and wishes you a phenomenal success in the entry test.
And you know, every time you eat, you get all sorts of things trapped between your teeth. And it brings a lot of problems, including tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases some foul breath. Now, if you use the Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, it gives your teeth the protection they need, and it leaves them with 10 times strength. And Pepsodent is giving you the opportunity to have a choice. You can buy the small 12-gram sachets, or the 65-gram sachets, or the 120-gram. Whatever amount of money you have in your pocket, Pepsodent has a pack for you. They also have the 17-gram big family pack. So don't just use any toothpaste to brush your teeth. Use Pepsodent that protects your teeth. And Emefa, you know that it contains that
by now they know
that I love.
By now they know what it contains. You know
No,
why? Because in Ghana, nearly every toothpaste is called Pepsodent.
Emefa,
Yes.
what
but this
ingredient does
one is
Pepsodent
fortified with pro-fluoride.
Thank you.
And
Emefa,
micro-calcium
what
ingredients.
is it fortified with?
I wouldn't know. I would just stick to Pepsodent.
Ah.
Cavity Fighter.
Fluoride. And micro-calcium ingredients.
When I go, I'll say, please, I want Pepsodent. The
It
one
is
the two
fortified
Kojos
with-
talk
Say
about.
It is fortified with what? Pro. Yes, and Pepsodent gives you the opportunity to talk to dentists for free. Call toll free on 0800 161 000, and you can call their customer care center on toll free number 0800 2030. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Pepsodent, every smile matters. Today I'll go to the shop in my neighborhood, and I told the lady I want pro fluoride and micro calcium Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. Yes.
You are on your own. All right. Now, listen, go to kingdomstoreonline.com and pick up the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery, all from Kingdom Books. Now, great thing about it is that you can pay via Momo across all networks and then just wait at home or in your office for your quick delivery. If you're in Accra or Tema, you get free delivery, which is always nice. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning your future, we're here for your journey. Every goal deserves the chance to flourish. With hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So, trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. Together, let's turn your dreams into reality. We're here for your journey. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
And if you're looking for a car that aligns with your ambition, the Toyota Starlet sold by Toyota Ghana Company Limited should be your preferred choice for drive comfort. It's designed for those who crave beauty, performance, and safety, and it delivers the perfect value for your money. The Starlet is a 5-seater saloon with ample legroom to minimize driving fatigue. So go to any Toyota Ghana Company Limited showroom to buy your Starlet today. You enjoy a 1 year or 20,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, free service, with an extended warranty of 5 years or 120,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. Call Toyota Ghana Company Limited today on 0302 429 801. You can call 801 802 all the way to 5. So 0302 429 801 to 5 for further information. Terms and conditions apply. Ghana drives Toyota Starlet.
Okay then. So you were going to say something earlier about the minority leaders traditional title, right?
Yes. You are a little bit from that area, so you understand the titling and everything. So he's called Osahin right now.
Okay.
Can you give me some education on that?
Sahin, it sounds like a variation of Safohin.
Okay.
So it just means warrior king.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yours is
Safohin.
And
Your warrior king.
His is Sahin.
Sahin.
Okay.
You know, in Akan, actually, Asa means war.
So Asante, Asa Inti, or is it? Or is it not?
I don't know. I'm not from the Asante.
No. The history is that the Asante is also.
I will immediately disassociate
What you did
myself.
with your hand was so epic. But in the Volta region, though,
Yes.
since you're educating, so the war king or the warlord is titled Avafia.
Avafia.
Hey, Kikania, because if it doesn't sound exactly, it will sound something else. Avafia.
Avafia.
Yeah.
Avafia.
Yeah, the warlord.
That's the warlord.
Yeah, my
But
father
if
is
I
a
don't
war
say
king.
it, if I don't say
whatever
it,
it means, you'd be on your own. I would do that epic move. I would disassociate myself.
Yes. So
I am the Abafia of the Brofumba Asafu group.
So in the olden days, they went to war with bows and arrows and all those things.
Yes.
These days, what do you go to war with?
Good question. Glasses and what?
Do you have an armory?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Look, my Asafu controls the castles.
Okay.
So we have cannon.
Okay. Okay. That has cannonballs.
Yes. If you come by sea, by land, by air,
So
we are
those
ready for
new
you.
cannonballs, is it made of steel or clay?
The one that will kill you. That's what it's made of.
This is the same people that do that. So for one for bro.
Yes.
You need to take us on a tour of your area one of these
I would
days.
love to.
You know, yesterday the Black Star Experience was launched, and for me, as somebody who loves tourism, the creative art space, people like you are pivots around which we need to build the narrative. So let's organize a trip to your area one of these days. Let's go see the castles. Let's go eat eto and all those things. Let's interact with the people and learn from them.
See, Cape Coast is a city of firsts. I mean, almost every first in Ghana happened in Cape Coast. So many of them, you know.
First public university.
First, no, not first public.
You said almost every first.
I said almost.
But
first.
university
So
is
you
important.
immediately give an example of one that didn't start in Cape
First
Coast.
dual carriageway.
You have done well. Now,
First airport. First port.
Yeah. So a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
You know, almost every first you can think of, particularly when it comes to professions. First doctor, first nurse, first boxer, first. They all came from Cape Coast. And then, of course, we have the first printing press, the first Methodist church.
The first capital of Ghana.
Yes, it was the first capital of Ghana, which explains why there are so many firsts. The first public school, all of these things were first set up in Cape Coast. And you can do a tour of the firsts, you know, and go around and see, you know, all these things that first happened ever in Ghana in Cape Coast.
Is there roundabouts in Cape Coast?
There are many roundabouts in Cape Coast. Why? Are there no roundabouts in your village, in your hometown?
Because the water region is widely dispersed, you
So
know.
there aren't roundabouts.
There are, of course.
But in your hometown, do you have a roundabout? How about a traffic light?
I wanna.
Hey, when you throw shade and it comes back to envelope
to your face.
All right, well, listen, we certainly want to hear your first story of the, you know, of your experience with Joy, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you tuned into Joy? Do you remember the first time something special happened while you were listening to Joy? What is your Joy story? Use the hashtag JoySMS to share it with us, and we will gleefully read it to the world.
You know, for a lot of Kumasi people, I know they are listening to us on Love FM. Our Joy story was through the love we shared on 99.5.
I love that.
And so, you know, the other day I said Metropolitan Mix when I was introducing Doreen.
Because you've been listening to the Metropolitan Mix on Love FM.
You will hear the news at 10 on Joy FM, which is carried on Love. And right after, Anita will bring you Metropolitan Mix. We had the likes of Delali Atiase, David Akoto, Jimmy Agla, all those guys. Elton John Broby.
Brian.
Anchoring the Super Morning Show on Love.
Yeah.
And it was a great experience to listen to Joy through Love. And Love used to be at the Abokom roundabout, which at that time didn't have a roundabout. It was just the Abokom intersection. But Titino, it said that they had a roundabout. And Joy through Love also played a key role in making a lot of us fall in love with the media, and also helping us appreciate the big stories from from Accra and giving all of us the opportunity to participate in national governance.
Yeah. I like that.
So good morning to my friends in Kumasi and to people like James Kwesi Obeko, the James Star, DJ Apuzo.
Yeah.
Charlie.
I started listening to Joy when Dusty Wayne was hosting the Super Morning Show. I didn't know who he was or what I was listening to, but I certainly knew that it sounded world class.
Yeah.
And then Tommy Ananforsen took over, and I just could not stop laughing. And then of course Komla Dumo came in. I used to listen to Komla Dumo in my it's not a dormitory, in my room on UCC campus, Balco Hall. I would put up my little my little radio in the corner of my window on the top louver blade and extend the antenna out of the mosquito net just to catch Komla Dumo on the Super Morning Show. I'll never forget those days. We've come a long way.
Bra Kojo.
Yes, Auntie.
I'm told Brofumba don't have weapons. They only have books and libraries.
Those are weapons. Those are the most powerful weapons. What are you talking about? Anyway, listen, let's get to it. It's 20 minutes to 8, and we will be having Afenyo Markin on the show. Send your questions through to us, and we'll put them to him right here on Joy.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information. We are good together everywhere you go.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
All right, chaotic birthday shouts coming up, and of course, they are brought to you on the Super Morning Show by MTN. Everywhere you go, and Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. All right, whose birthday is it?
Belated birthday to happy birthday going out to Nana Mayanka of Naya Naturals, one of the best cosmetics companies in this country. A belated one also going out to Grace Elizabeth Enimyeboa of Absa Bank, and to Ni Amadagadu of Multi-Choice Ghana DSTV. Yesterday was your birthday. Adiza Ibrahim, yesterday was your birthday as well. Belated happy birthday to you. And today's this one goes out to Adez, Nana Ikuya Adez. You remember Adez, the musician? Happy birthday to you, Adez, and also to Joseph Edusei. We have some other birthday messages also coming in. This one says, good morning, please wish our son Zachary Dako of East Airport International School a happy 13th birthday. May the Lord continue to bless and protect him into his divine destiny. We love you from Odadia Fred, mom, and your sister. And happy birthday to Mary Aram Podo. I wish you nothing short of God's blessings. May your mind, heart, and selflessness open doors for you. Thank you for what you do for Ignite YEI. We love you. So those are some of the messages.
Okay, tomorrow is going to be the birthday of one of our most avid listeners, Renee Aku Afedo. Renee is always listening to Joy, rain or shine. While she's asleep, she's listening to Joy. If you miss anything on Joy, call Renee. She'll tell you. She'll tell you what happens. But I don't know how she does it. She catches everything. Yeah, everything. So Renee, we love you very much. Happy birthday, and enjoy your special day tomorrow. Pity we won't be there to enjoy it with you, but we know you'll do a good job. Okay, are we done with birthdays? Yes.
Yep.
Okay then. Time for the Joy Sports Center, and that is brought to you by MTN. Everywhere you go, Standard Chartered Bank, here for good. FPAC, which blows your pain away. Franco Trading, still full. And it's all heating up on DSTV with the FA Cup as well as the Europa and Champions Leagues. All of it live and in HD on DSTV, your home of entertainment.
Hey, boss lady. Hey. Yes, you, the go-getter, the planner, the do-it-all woman building her business one bold step at a time. MTN sees you. We're cheering you on every step of the way. That's why we created MTN Ejimapa just for you. It's more than a bundle. It's your new business bestie with special data and call bundles. You stay connected to your customers, suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. But wait, there's more. MTN Ejimapa also comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business you've worked so hard to build. Because we know you're not just working for today, you're building a future. It's time to level up, scale up, and shine brighter than ever. Dial 5060# now. Grab your Ejimapa bundle and let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejimapa, powering women in business.
And there's a number I need you to store on your phones. It's 0233 000041. 0233 000041. If you're planning to build your financial fundamentals, build your wealth, plan your finance, and everything to do with money making, money management, and the growth of your wealth, you need this number 0233 000041. That's the number of Standard Chartered Wealth Management Limited. They give you access to a wide range of investment options that offer you monthly and half-yearly interest payments through diversified investment portfolios. They have experienced financial advisors and investment advisors who are ready to assist you. So call them on 0233 000041 or go to their office on the 4th floor of the Opebia House and get the advice you need to grow your wealth and be financially independent.
All right, well, listen, Franco Trading is waiting for you. Come and pick up your iPhones, your Nokias, your Samsungs. Oh, and they've also got smart TVs from 32 to 100 inches wide. You can also get Franco air conditioners from 1.5 to 2.5 horsepower. Not forgetting the chest freezers, refrigerators, washing machines, microwaves, blenders. Got some nifty CCTV setups as well, and all of these are available at 40% discount when you shop on their digital platforms. So here's what you do: just dial 0246 422 338 and they will sort you out. Alternatively, just download the Franco app from the Google Play Store or go to francotrading.com to learn more. Franco is still full Achukuliko bomidomido.
Kojo Yankson, how you doing?
Midday pan.
Yeah.
It's Friday.
It's Friday, and I'm in a good mood because
why?
Last night Manchester United.
All
All the drafts I told you.
The things that put you
all
in a
the
good
staff boys' roots and were prepared to fire on socials as early as the 20th minute.
It has backfired.
The agenda no far.
This
That's the energy we're taking into the weekend. Thanks to Manchester United. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center. My name is Victor Achutamaklu. Coming up.
Thompson digging in defensively. 8 seconds. Brunson stops on a dime. Launches. Oh yeah! Jalen Brunson buries it. Knicks lead by 3. The Brunson burner ignited.
Jalen Brunson producing a magical late effort to win it for the Knicks in Game 6 of the series in the NBA. We've got that coming up. Also, Kumasi Asante Kotoko travel to Accra Hearts of Oak, knowing that game could determine their future. But we're going to start from the Black Satellites of Ghana, who will begin their chase for a 5th Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt tonight. The Satellites will take on the Democratic Republic of Congo in a Group C match scheduled to take place at the Suez Stadium at 9 p.m. later tonight. Despite Ghana's impressive history, the last 2 tournaments have not exactly gone according to plan, with the team managing only 2 wins from the last 6 games, both of which were opening games in 2019 and 2021. Regardless, head coach Desmond Offe says the team will be ready for the challenge.
Yeah, we are really happy. As you can see, the boys are really enthusiastic about the whole situation. The hunger is there. I don't think we need to motivate them. So in every training session, they are giving 100% and they are ready to give everything for the nation. So up to now, no injury updates. The boys are fully fit and ready and hungry. So mentally, physically, and spiritually, they are really up there.
Now, before Ghana takes to the field, defending champion Senegal will take on Central African Republic at the same time at 6 p.m. That is 3 p.m. local time. The top 2 teams from each group, remember, will qualify for the quarterfinals, along with the 2 best third-place teams from the group phase. The 4 semi-finalists will also secure places at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup, which will be in Chile. Now, also on Friday night, the Black Satellites, by the time they are playing, the first weekend game of the Ghana Premier League for the match day would have concluded, because Mediama Sporting Club, they'll be hosting Vision FC at the same time. That's at 7 p.m. I beg your pardon. Although the season is not over, Mediama coach Ibrahim Tanko is already making transfer plans for next season.
As we are playing, we are also scouting for players to include next year. So definitely, me and my technical team are doing that, and I hope that we will find a good one that can suit our plan. We are doing everything to have a very good squad for the team. If it's from Rose Park or from any other team. So definitely, like I said, we are not going to bring a lot of players, because I think most of the position we have almost 2 in every position, but definitely we are going to include 1 or 2 to make us more competitive next year.
On Sunday, the final installment of the Super Clash for this season takes place at the Accra Sports Stadium when Hearts will host Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Hearts are not in form, having won only 3 of their last 10 matches in the league. In the context of this fixture, the Phobians have lost the last 3 consecutive games to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ahead of the game, Hearts of Oak's Kwesi Asma says the players are committed to working their way out of the sticky wickets.
When you come to the training grounds, you could see we are all ready. We haven't been happy with recent results, but you have to take it game by game. And we have to leave that one behind us. And as we are about to approach the Koko game, we are very much enthused, very much excited, and we are well prepared. We want to exhibit what we have in us to our supporters.
Meanwhile, Karim Zito, he will take charge of his first Super Clash after beating the Diana Stars by a goal to 0 in his first game as interim coach. However, this will be his second involvement in the fixture, having served as Kotoko's assistant coach when they beat Accra Hearts by 3 goals to 1 in 2005. That's some 20 years ago. I wonder where you were at that time. Well, here is Zito's pre-game thoughts.
House of Cook and Kotoko till after the 90th minute, you can predict. Because look at the first round game, the referee was about to close on the whole game. So we are going in with the mentality of winning. For that one, I can't hide it. I will tell you the truth. And the field will decide.
In the weekend's other games, Ediana Stars will play Brecum Chelsea, Bechem United. They will be at home to Legon Cities. League leaders Bebiani Gold Stars are at home to relegation threatened Kerala United. Pando Hearts of Lions, they will take on Samatex 96. Nations FC are at home to Accra Lions, while Young Apostles will play Basake Holy Stars. Let's move the conversation on to the NBA, where James Harden recorded 28 points, 8 assists and 6 rebounds as the Los Angeles Clippers remained alive in their first round series with the Denver Nuggets winning 111-105 on Thursday night in Inglewood, California. Kawhi Leonard added 27 points, 10 rebounds and 5 assists, and Norman Powell, he scored 24 points as the Clippers even the Western Conference matchup at 3 games apiece. Ivica Zubac also had 10 points, 6 rebounds and 4 block shots for the 5th seed Los Angeles in that game. Elsewhere, Jalen Brunson scored 40 points, including the tie-breaking 3-pointer with 4.3 seconds left on the clock as the visiting New York Knicks advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals with a 116-113 victory over the Detroit Pistons in Game 6 last night. Mikal Bridges, he contributed 25 points and OG Anunoby added 22 points as the 3rd-seeded Knicks finished off a 4-2 first-round series win over the 6th-seeded Pistons and moved into the conference semis for the 3rd consecutive year. Now let's talk about some European football because Barcelona manager Hansi Flick, he's described Lamine Yamal as a special talent after the teenager held Barca to a 3-3 draw with Inter Milan in the Champions League semi-final first leg. The 17-year-old was the star of the show, scoring as Barca came from behind twice to draw 3-3 with Inter Milan.
He's special and also I said it also often before, he's a genius. During the game when I look to the match from the outside, so it's not like when you see after the game, you see the situations he has normally in the match, but then you see all the details, and it's unbelievable how we do it.
Yeah, that's Hansi Flick, the Barcelona manager, speaking there. Meanwhile, in the Europa League last night, Tottenham Hotspur beat Bodo Glimt by 3-1. Man United, they beat Athletic Bilbao by 3-0 on the road. Here is the United manager Ruben Amorim speaking after the game.
But again, I think you saw 2 games today. The first 25 minutes, and then after the goal, and also with the sent-off, the game changed. That was a good thing. Also a good thing in the second half, we tried to be cautious. We create chances, but the most important thing is that the opponent didn't get many shots to our goal, and that was really important.
Yep, Ruben Amorim, Manchester United manager, ending the Joy Sports Centre. My name is Victor Achutamaklu. Stay tuned to the Super Morning Show.
That's right. Sports returns in every major bulletin today on the Super Morning Show, so make sure you stay for it all. But of course, we're about to get into our big stories, and before that, a couple of messages. First of all, we certainly want you to send through all of your thoughts and views on the conversations we're going to have. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by EcoBank, a better way, a better Africa, and number 10 liver salt, a refreshing relief.
Every day, people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency, you name it. But many Ghanaians don't know their emergency number. Well, here's one you'd want to remember: star 770 hash. Yes, star 770 hash is the EcoBank money emergency number. Star 770 hash gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. You don't need internet for this. Just dial star 770 hash. No need to panic in any money emergency. EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Just dial star 770 hash now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
All right.
Now, are you a woman?
No.
Yes, I am a woman.
Before you explain why you are asking us that, it's time for the Business Minute, and it's brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana, CBG. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services, the generator experts. Prices of petroleum products have started dropping at some pumps across the country. This reduction is in line with the city's stability and significant decline in the price of crude oil on the global market. Meanwhile, government has assured it will maintain fiscal discipline to sustain the city's recent good run against the dollar. The government will borrow 6.32 billion Ghana cedis from the treasury market today. This will be done through the issuance of the 91-day, 182-day, and 364-day bills. And Apple says it is shifting production of most iPhones and other devices to be sold in the US away from China, which has been the focus of President Donald Trump's tariffs. And that's the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you, and Anointed Engineering Services Limited, the generator experts.
Yes, Kojo. Now, can I talk to my woman?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. Now, if you're a woman who has completed senior high school and you have a valid driving license, there's an opportunity for you. There's a well-established company in Accra which is hiring female drivers to operate their fleet of electric vehicles. So if you want to be one of the first, just like the Cape Coasters, you need to take up this opportunity. If you are confident, if you are reliable, if you are an experienced driver with a valid driving license, minimum senior high school certificate, and you are ready to be employed as a full-time driver, call 0544 335 685. That is 0544 335 685 for further details.
All right, now we're going to take some messages, and when we come back, there's even more going on right here on the Super Morning Show. But don't forget, our big guest this morning, Alexander Afenyo Markin, is the minority leader of Ghana's parliament, and we've got lots to ask him, lots to talk about. All of that after these.
Abeg, fix me go betete Ghana. No garri, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no.
Problem no day. I fit handle am.
For Telecel, we the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, you fit get your own data and call packages. Fala! Made For Me bundles like the way you the want them. That star 530 hash, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel. Connecting energies.
If you have 250 Ghana cedis right now, it can do wonders for you. Chairman, for Beji, it could turn your tears into joy in the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesiye promo. Madam, for Beji, it could get you up to 50,000 Ghana cedis cash prize. Business owner, For Beji, as a student, make transactions with your Access Bank card, and that could get you Spotify and Netflix subscriptions, PS5, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and more.
This be out of class senso.
For Beji, you see what 250 Ghana cedis can do for you?
And Kasakra.
For Beji, it's the Access Bank Fakitwa Beji Kesia promo. Deposit a minimum of 250 Ghana cedis and its multiples in your new or existing account and be on your way to winning a share of the 580,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes and other amazing rewards. The more you deposit, the more your chances of winning. Promo runs from now to September 2025. This promo is in partnership with NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Student Connect Ghana, your reliable study abroad partner, is having their global education fair this Saturday, 3rd of May 2025, at the Airport View Hotel from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come and meet university representatives from different countries and discuss international student loans, programs, fees, and scholarships for you to study abroad. So, if you are interested in school and visa applications for yourself or your child, this fair is for you. If you want to study abroad with your family, we will be there to assist you. If you want financial assistance and scholarships and loans, this is your time. We've got you covered. Registration and participation in the fair is absolutely free. Come and let's start your study abroad process. Student Connect, building your future. Call us on 020-397-3978 or 0553546475. Send us an email at ghana@studentconnect.org. Check us at Student Connect Ghana on Facebook and Instagram.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You go enjoy them. In my Bramin chain. In my Bramin chain. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Can promise.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Masa, my head is killing me. Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat?
I don't know. Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Sycamore.
Past 8 on the Super Morning Show, and in this hour, Alexander Afenyo Markin is our guest on the Super Morning Show, and we can't wait to get into things with him. Lots of interesting things to talk about on Big Stories, brought to you by Telecel, connecting energies.
Now, Telecel Cash, your secure and convenient cash platform, is still offering the lowest charges ever. Even better, sending money from Telecel Cash to Telecel Cash is still free on the Telecel Play app. So whether you're paying school fees or sending cash to your favorite people, send it keke. Remember, you can make payments to all other networks anywhere cash transfer is accepted as a means of payment. Dial *110# or download the Telecel Play app today. Now send it keke. Telecel.
All right, so today on the Super Morning Show, Alexander Afenyo Markin is our guest, and he's been the minority leader now for a few months. I guess we can also ask him about his 100 days, right? his first 100 days, and how he thinks they've gone, and how he thinks the minority is shaping up. Big demonstration planned for next week, apparently.
Yeah, 5th of May.
That's right. We'll find out exactly what is behind this and why the NPP feels strongly that they must hit the streets on this issue. Chief Justice.
Yeah, one of the things I'm fascinated about is whether the Chief Justice is excited about this protest. You know,
well, I mean,
how does she feel?
If I was suspended from my job and some people hit the streets about it, I would be very happy.
In fact, not just some people. It would have been okay if it's just minority, but it's the political party. It's the NPP.
But the minority is the
of course,
the
NPP. It really does matter. It really does matter when they're saying that when they're saying that the NPP is going on a protest or a demonstration. Then the minority, because then, well, we know that yes, the minority is NPP, but at least you'd have some independent candidates, some neutralizing the whole perception. But if it's the NPP, how does she feel? Is she excited about it?
Well,
you know,
again, I'm putting myself in that position. If someone suspended me from my job, and I thought I should not be suspended, any group that agreed with me, I would be pleased if they hit the streets. I wouldn't care what group they are. As long as they agree with me, I would certainly affiliate with them or associate because we have the same position, right? So why not? I know what you're thinking, right? That in Ghana we're so polarized that if the NPP says something and you agree with them, then you are NPP, right? If the NDC says something and you agree with them, you are NDC. That's Ghana.
We expect neutrality and not objectivity.
But actually, objectivity is what we need.
Yes, that is exactly
we can't be neutral.
need.
It's impossible to be neutral. It's much better to aim for objectivity. It is possible for one side to be right and another to be wrong. Or it is possible for one side to align with your beliefs and another to not align with your beliefs. But it may not be on every issue. So if on a particular issue, one side's views align with yours, nothing wrong with saying so.
Let's switch.
Why does that mean that you immediately become a member of that group?
A good question. Would it make any difference if we woke up to tomorrow a statement from the Chief Justice that I recognize all of you who want to hit the streets and protest, but I think that's looking at the Constitution, the provision in Article 146 all the way to what they are calling for the discretion, what the GBA is saying. I don't think there's a need for a protest. Let's test our laws and see how it would come out. Will it matter? Would it make any difference at all?
I suspect that the people who want to go on or hit the streets will say, Madam, Madam, read your news.
Madam Zufia, even though we are protesting for you, so
it would not surprise me if they said, my friend, nobody has called you here.
This is our protest, not your protest. It is your suspension, but not your protest.
You two wait.
When we are suspended, you protest.
It'll be so funny.
Oh, Charlie.
Sorry.
Oh goodness. But I mean, I'm very, very interested in what Alexander Afenyo Markin will have to say about the reasons behind the NPP's choice to hit the streets on this particular issue. Right?
Yeah.
But the GBA also think that this suspension should be reversed. Okay, they think it shouldn't happen. And I mean, it's interesting because suspension is a legal option that the president has. So when the lawyers say reverse it, I guess they are suggesting that it is a legal option that has been wrongly applied.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very interested in how they think it's been wrongly applied.
They cite Article 296 as well, where when the president is using discretion, it comes with a certain caveat that you must at least release certain judicial information, the CI, where people can understand that the intention behind you using the discretion is not politically or ill motivated.
It's not arbitrary or capricious.
Absolutely, which is what they think he has not done, because they like that you read the laws in its entirety. You don't read one, because then the effect of one may affect the
So they are
other
saying
one.
he basically needs to explain why.
Basically,
not that he should revoke it, but he should just explain it.
No, because he applied the suspension without applying it under the provision 296. They think that the 146 and the 296 should be done together.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, we're getting into it and lots more.
Yeah, organized labor as well.
Yes.
Speaking about this.
Absolutely. Stay with us. We'll be back to delve into it after these.
Are you tired of rising fuel costs and frequent service and maintenance draining your budget? Are you a transport business thinking of the best eco-friendly and cost-saving option for a car? Then switch to the Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. The Cerio Nano 3 EV is proudly marketed and distributed in Ghana by Anointed Engineering Services Limited. The sleek Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle, with its advanced technology and high performance, emits zero emissions because it does not run on fossil fuels. No need to worry about a charging station because you can charge your Cerio at home directly by plugging into the socket. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle offers unmatched comfort, interior design, fast charging, long-lasting battery, and a portable digital ultra-silent genset for backup charging no matter your power situation anywhere. Visit our brand new and ultra-modern showrooms in Accra and Kumasi. In Kumasi, Asukwa, in front of the TAT yard on the Ak Mayanka Road. Call our hotlines on 0544 340589 and 0243 480 334. Anointed also stocks genuine spare parts and delivers after-sales services 24/7 for our Cerio Nano 3 EVs. The Cerio Nano 3 electric vehicle. Experience a legacy of luxury modernized. Cerio EV. Go electric.
I used to stress about where to receive my approach car and always used to doubt whether my friend has really sent it.
So I asked a friend of mine and he said his wife used to have similar challenges until she decided to receive money transfers from CBG.
Well, I can relate because now I receive my money from CBG. It's so simple, fast and secure with no delays and no hidden fees. And I must say, life is now feeling good.
Stay connected to your loved ones no matter where they are. With Consolidated Bank Ghana's money transfer services, you can receive money quickly and securely from abroad, whether through MoneyGram, Western Union, PayAngel, Transfast, UnityLink, RIA, EaseRemit, Funes, TapTap Send, and TerraPay. Cash out your way any day with Consolidated Bank Ghana. Welcome to the good life. CBG, we stand with you.
We stand with you.
It's Friday!
What?
What it here, dear no?
What? Hey! My goodness.
What person would think you might obeti was so no at it speakers no.
Hey.
What?
Hey. DJ X-Ray, yo. My goodness. Wow, now that's what Fridays are for. Man, I'm loving that. And I'm sure you are too. And you only get this on Joy, right? 30 years of excellence. And it just continues. There's no better place. I don't think there are better DJs anywhere in the world than on Joy. I mean, in the country.
DJ Obeti.
Let me reduce it to the country.
DJ Obeti. DJ Black.
Charlie.
DJ Andy Dusty.
My God.
DJ X-Ray.
DJS. I mean, let's not forget DJs. there are some really talented DJs here, and they prove it every day. That was amazing.
DJ Lexus Bill.
Yes, thank you. Kojo Akoto Boateng has ripped a hole in his agbada or whatever he's wearing. This was a fugu.
Yeah.
Ripped a hole in it from the vigor of his dancing.
If you see any dance video portraying anything that looks like me, it's AI. It's not me.
He's preempting the scandal.
I know what to do with the video.
You did a video.
I did.
Oh, you are a journalist.
Yeah,
you are a journalist. You have captured. You have captured the news.
I tell the story as it is.
As it is. As it is. If it bleeds, it leads.
And I have a lawyer, though. I have a lawyer.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, listen. Today on the Super Morning Show, our guest is Alexander Afenyo Markin. Right. We can't wait for this all-important conversation with him. We're going to get into it and actually try and understand the psychology of the minority, right? We are in a very interesting position that will require some strategy in order for them to, take advantage of their situation and make the most of it. So we are going to try and learn what that strategy is. Stay with us when we get into that all-important conversation after these messages.
One night, one stage, one nation's heartbeat. As all the stars in Ghana align to celebrate the biggest night in Ghanaian music, the 26th Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Live, unfiltered, unforgettable with Kim Promise, Stoneboy, Kweku Smoke,
Empress Gifty,
Kim Paluta, Famiye, Adina, Beast Trap, Titi Owusu, AEC, Molly, and more.
Live at the Grand Arena, Saturday, May 10th at 7 p.m.
Tickets going fast. 500 Ghana cedis and 700 Ghana cedis at Charter House or dial *713*33*00# For limited VVIP, call 050-128-8520 now. The 26th Telecel Ghana Music Awards, produced by Charter House with support from Guinness, TV3, British Council, Closer, KPMG, media partners, and proudly sponsored by Telecel, Connected Energy.
For over 20 years, Ashesi University graduates have been pioneering change across the continent and beyond. With our new graduate programs in Master of Business Administration, Intelligent Computing Systems, and Mechatronic Engineering, you can advance your career or your enterprise. An Ashesi education gives you more than just a degree. It equips you with skills for a lifetime. Visit www.ashesi.edu.gh to explore our programs designed for Africa's future leaders. Remember, applications are ongoing.
It's heydays at the Junction Mall, and it's bigger, better, unmissable. From now until May 4th, the Junction Mall is the place to be for everything from the hottest gadgets and appliances to fashion, food, and fun, all at up to 70% off. Shop and win amazing prizes. There'll be cultural displays, live band performances, Junction aerobics for the fit and fun, and kids paradise with face painting, boat rides, bumper cars, and so much more. Bring the family, grab your squad, and do not miss a single moment. It's not just shopping, it's heydays at the Junction Mall, and it's bigger and better than ever before. Follow us at the Junction Mall GH on Facebook and Instagram, or WhatsApp us on 0540-221-774 for more details. The Junction Mall. Join, explore, shop, enjoy.
Building or renovating? Look no further.
At Interface Limited, we have everything you need to create stunning spaces.
Transform your interiors with our top quality plasterboards, acoustic ceilings, and cement boards.
Step into style with our exquisite laminate and engineered floors. And for your data centers, durable raised access floors.
Elevate your outdoor spaces with our WPC decking and fencing.
Protect your home with our beautiful and reliable roof shingles, insulation, canopies, and PVC fascia boards.
Add a touch of elegance with our beautiful POP cornices and roses.
Quality, affordability, and style all in one place. Building a better Ghana, one space at a time. Visit www.interfacelimited.net or call 0274 999 999. Welcome to Spintex Plaza, where living and working blend seamlessly.
Spintex Plaza, the place to be. Furnished apartments feel so free.
Imagine coming home to a luxurious furnished apartment with everything you need.
Rooftop pool, swim under the sky. Rooftop bar where the good times fly. Rooftop gym, get fit and strong. With Spintex Plaza, you can't go wrong.
Spintex Plaza, your home, your work, your lifestyle. Come see us today or call us on 0241 327 363. www.spintexplaza.net.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Morning Show. We had been making arguments a few months ago that before the numbers are increased, we should have a national conversation. We came out and made a lot of noise. Among some of the arguments were the fact that before the number is increased beyond the conventional 15, there should be a national conversation. So I know that laser had 5 was going to shoot the number beyond 15. That 14 justices plus the chief justice, making it 15.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show in town.
You're welcome back. It's 8:35 and we promised you a big conversation. We always keep our promises here. He is our guest this morning. Mr. Alexander Afenyo Markin is the minority leader of Parliament and the Honourable Member of Parliament for Ifutu constituency. What a pleasure to have you on the show. Good morning, sir.
Pleasure to be here. My first after the elections. Yes. I thought you were going to make it mighty minority.
I thought I'd leave that to you. Okay. Well, the minority has certainly made some mighty moves under your leadership over the past few months, and it's part of why we're excited to talk to you this morning. But maybe we'll start with what you're planning for next week. You aim to hit the streets in protest against the suspension of the Chief Justice. Maybe we'll start with that. First of all, how are preparations going for the demonstration?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. I believe that all we have as a country is our democracy. We've witnessed retaliatory politics since 1992. People always have their reservations in one way or the other about how a government has conducted public business and all. And politicians always come onto the table with some pain. People feel that, there was injustice, there was this and that. It's been happening, and I would not run away from that. But I believe that the time has come for us as a nation to look beyond that and look at legacy that will help safeguard our democracy. From where I sit, we, the two political parties, would have to be very careful, because there's this social media drive by the youth with a high expectation of us. We shouldn't be too comfortable thinking that there's democracy and that is it. Also, if you look at the election results, MPP's strongest hold, Ashanti, the percentage of turnout, quite disappointing. Volta region, NDC's strongest hold, percentage, quite disappointing. The worst of it was Greater Accra. Greater Accra, where we see all the politics, 53% plus.
Yeah.
Not even up to 55% of turnout. What that tells me, as a politician who relies on data, is that there's a disconnect out there against both parties. It means that people expect us to do something new. Therefore, it becomes very repugnant for a government that has gotten such an overwhelming mandate with a resetting agenda to rather reset in a negative way. Chief Justice removal, I mean, this is a political rehearsal that started long ago, and President Mahama, as a candidate, made public statement on this even before Tokonu. In 2022 August, when he was addressing some NDC activists, lawyers in Akosombo, was the first attack. That was when Eni Yabua was the Chief Justice, and he said, look, they expect that the new Chief Justice will do something new, and that the CJ then had lost the plot, and the judiciary was not independent and all of that. Then Tokonu came in. If you ask the petition, I've read the petitions. I mean, it will not even qualify for any consideration by any adjudicating body. They will just dismiss it. But here we are. Our Council of State has failed us. The Council of State tells us that they found a prima facie.
It was almost unanimous.
That's where the disappointment comes from. That today in Ghana, we, the political actors, where there is a challenge, I remember in the 8th Parliament, we relied on the Council of State a lot to intervene in that Parliament. They helped us a lot, both sides. Now, would I have the courage? Would I have the trust in them? Council of State, this is the Council of State we have. They call themselves Council of State. And then you make a recommendation that the woman should be suspended for what offense? It is not about her, but it's about the institution. And you bring in somebody, then the very thing that you complain about, you said it was wrong for 2 nominees who had gone through vetting to be approved by the plenary. It was wrong for 5 more to be nominated because you think that it would amount to packing the court. But today you have nominated 7, and in fact their approach is very new, very novel, I should put it, because the processes that I know in the nomination of judges to the Supreme Court, it's gets discussed at the Judicial Council, and then they forward their recommendation to the president for him to do the appointment. But on this occasion, the president write directly to the acting CJ that we should go to the Judicial Council for them to expedite and then bring back. It's never the practice. So you realize that the NDC is exposing itself in terms of the double standard, the hypocrisy, all the things that they said about us, attacking us. They are repeating the same and doing it worse. Yesterday, organized labor boldly reprimanded them in the presence of the president. I mean, just 4 months into your administration, this is not the time for institutions of state to boldly tell you in the face that you are wrong. At least you should still have your honeymoon. But yesterday, Mr. President himself was seated there. Organized labor boldly told him that, Mr. President, Galamsey is now worse than you came to meet it. 2, the judiciary, what you are doing to the Chief Justice will erode all the gains we've made in our democracy. That's what the organized labor told him. Not MPP, not CPP. So it's clear that there is no positive reset. And we have told them in Parliament that in opposition we are ready to support you, we will constructively criticize you, but we will not obstruct you. What they are doing, they don't really care about the governance of the nation. It's about retaliatory politics. Oh, somebody did to us, we've also come to power, we have power, we'll do same. I thought that Mr. President had a legacy term. I thought that this 4 years he won, he was deputy minister, he was minister, vice president, he became president for some months, got opportunity again for his own full term, he lost election, went back home for 8 years, and he has a final opportunity, 4 years. I thought that the NDC machinery would have allowed the man to make his mark and leave legacy. But with this, the hawks taking the state center stage of governance and dictating, do this is what we want, you know, they did it to us, do it to us. But the moderates amongst them should know and remember that when we were in government, there were moderates on our side who also acted as restraining force on some excesses. Of course, we couldn't have achieved 100%, but that is the reason why, as a political class, we should work on some of these actions to make Ghana a better place, but not what we are saying.
Who is the protest against, the president or the Council of State?
The NDC government.
Okay.
Because this Council of State, I mean, the way it is constituted, clearly they constituted it with a partisan agenda.
But there are NPP members on the...
Who are those NPP members?
There aren't any NPP members on the Council of State?
Well, you should tell me. I don't know. In fact, there is no even religious representation on the Council of State. We have no Muslim leaders. We have no Christian leaders. The president, in appointing members, look at the composition. There is no Christian leader. In the past, we've had Christian leaders. We've had Muslim leaders, religious leaders being part. So, in critical situations like that, they would have come in with some good counsel. But this Council of States, unfortunately, they are pursuing a typical partisan agenda that, look, they want to, they have the power and they are forgetting about tomorrow. If we made mistakes,
a number of them were elected, though.
If we made mistakes,
can they all end up
if we
from
made
one
mistakes,
side?
If we made mistakes as a government, NDC should know that is the reason why they are in office today. You don't come and make the situation worse. You don't come and create the impression that it is we against them. Look at the mass dismissals. Julius Debre's letter was to the effect that those who had been recruited after the 2024 elections or but that letter was also limited to the public service, the mainstream public service and mainstream civil service. Institutions of states who are categorized as SOEs, who do not depend on the states for budgetary support, are very independent. Look, in today's Ghana, all recruitment made 7 years ago, 8 years ago, Ghanaians are being sacked, go home. You go to your office the next day, you've been given a termination letter. Maritime Authority, they are doing it. Ghana Ports, they are doing it. Ghana Water, over 60 workers, they were sent home. GRA, NHIA. Sometimes I have to call some of our colleagues. I call them, bro, why are you guys doing this? Somebody has worked for 7 years and you are sacking them. Now, the mainstream civil service, public service, teachers who were recruited and posted in classrooms teaching, for whatever reason you say, go back home. Nurses, we need nurses in the hinterland. Then you say they should go home. Is that the positive reset agenda? Is that what Ghanaians voted for? Forgetting that these are also citizens. And let me quote Mr. Mohammed's own statement. 2017, when there was an attempt to question some recruitment, he said, look, they are all Ghanaians. Those were his words. And I've challenged my colleagues to bring proof of such mass dismissals. At least when some of these things came up, there were restraining pillars in government, and these things were not pursued. I know of Yoko, when even after 6 p.m. there were interviews after the 2016 elections, and issues came up. Eventually, Kandapa said, no, this is governance. They are being recruited into security services. It doesn't matter. They were allowed. Not a single soul was denied that opportunity. So even if it did happen yesterday, should it happen again today? Aren't we to make it better, to assure the nation that there is a new crop of politicians who will not allow hardliners and hawks and extremists to take the center space?
Mr. Afenyo Markin, I want us to stay with the Chief Justice and the
we are there, but
moment.
they are all connecting issues. I mean, that we need to look at as a whole.
For sure.
All of these feed into the actions that, okay, they want to have control to create two nations. The Ghana, the NDC wants, okay, and the Ghana that is for the others. So the military, they first got rid of the service chiefs. They promoted some individuals who were lower rank generals, 2-star generals. So all the seniors, about 15, had to go. And as soon as these ones also took over, the immediate thing is that, okay, all 2-star generals should go. Who does that? These are people that the state has invested in. And then they have their eye also on the judiciary. Get rid of the Chief Justice for nothing done. And then they go personal, promising judges, assuring them, if you support, you would also be favored. And I've said to the judges, today it is Tokonu, tomorrow it may be you. So it is their duty to be collective.
Actually got rid of the Chief Justice, have they? They've started a process, but
Kojo, when the petition that was cooked, if you call the petitioners here today, where are the petitioners? Are they ghosts? If you ask them that, can you yourself read your petition? Do you know? I pray that day comes where this so-called committee hearing, and I pray that the hearing is done public. Though that provision in the constitution that talks about in-camera hearing, it is, if the affected individual, the CJ, says that, look, I want to waive this right, make it public. And I think that is what we should all insist as a nation. Let the petitioners appear. Let them speak to it.
Yep,
that is when you expose
the same thing when Charlotte Osei was being removed. That in fact, when the petition was originally submitted, there were no names. The petition had no names, no signatures to it. It was later that some names were provided. Same accusation.
Kojo, I wouldn't want to leave your studio a hypocrite. I want to leave your studio consistent with the views I express, and let my conscience guide me. I have said ab initio that the time has come for us as a nation to leave behind us that era of retaliatory politics. And I gave you a history. Me sitting here, my stepdad, he was a mason foreman. He worked at Pomazi Poultry. In 1996, he was so much involved in the MPP politics. right after the election, my stepfather was demoted and made a watchman and sent to Ankafo. Pomasi Poultry had some old equipment. He was demoted and made a watchman. He was there. At the time, I was in St. Augustine's. So my mom would come pick me, we'll go and visit the old man. And the old man was there. He said, politics inti, why am watchman? Me sitting here today, should I carry that pain? My old man, my stepdad is 81 now. My dad suffered under PNDC, a trained agro mechanic. The nation has spent money on him. He's gone to Modena to train. PNDC regime got rid of him. He is 81 today. Should I carry the pain? So if I see Zanato, I say, oh, it's your father's regime, that PNDC revolution that destroyed my father's career, and I still harbor that pain? No. If I see NDC, I say, oh, my stepdad suffered because of you. Every Ghanaian, in one way or the other, has a story to tell. Look, one Supreme Court judge, he's my very good friend. And by the way, I used to practice at the Supreme Court regularly, and until I got into mainstream politics. He's my very good friend. Very good friend. And sometimes we sit and have conversation. He expressed his pain about things he's gone through. When he finished, I said, my Lord, but you have to let go and move on. Okay? I'm saying that as individuals in the space, as actors, we would have our own issues. But beyond this is governance. And that is where I want the direction to be. So if I come and say, oh, it happened to Osimesi, so why are you complaining? It's because people were not happy. That is why today we are being called upon to make it better. It's because things were not too okay. That is why you have had the opportunity. Why? Issue of Galamsey, for instance. I was quoting Setekwe yesterday. I was a member of the Finance Committee of Parliament. And I remember when Tekwe met us 2014, one of his key concerns was Galamsey affecting cocoa production. By the way, at that time, cocoa was under the Ministry of Finance. The Galamsey issue started. We came in, there was high expectation. In one way or the other, the nation is of the view that we couldn't tackle it well. But we also paid the political price. Because remember that because Mr. President had said that, look, he was going to fight Galamsey, within 4 years, 2020 elections, we lost in all the mining areas, largely because those people felt that the government was against their business. Then eventually, NDC is in power. They also use Galamsey as a campaign tool. Today, organized labor, this is not politics. It's telling them that, look, the situation is worse. I don't think that even the gold board that they set up, where they are going to buy equipment, claiming that it is for small-scale miners, is really intended for small-scale miners. In my view, it will end up in the hands of Galamseyers, and it's rather going to worsen the situation.
It's already to know started. More about this, actually, in particular. We will talk more about Galamsey. We'll also talk extensively about the demonstration that is planned and the thank you tour.
No problem.
This and more with the minority leader, Mr. Alexander Afenyo Markin, Honorable Member of Parliament for Ifutu, when we come back from these messages.
Do you know that NIT is back in Ghana? Yes, you heard it right. NIT is back in Ghana, and Jackson Institute of Technology is the official partner. It's bigger, it's better, and it's here to revolutionize IT education in Ghana. Get ready for world-class training and unmatched opportunities powered by Jackson Institute of Technology. Jackson Institute of Technology is shaping futures with hands-on IT training for youth, students, and professionals. Courses include cybersecurity, Python programming, data analytics, networking and hardware essentials, and Microsoft Office Suite. We offer flexible schedules, affordable payment plans, and expert trainers with globally recognized certifications. Scholarships are available for women and girls. Sign up early to grab yours. You can locate us in Accra at Abna Atia Towers, Ring Road Central, or you can call us to enroll on 059-699-6037 or 059-699-6042. Take the first step towards your dream career with Jackson Institute of Technology, where your tech future begins.
TCL's Easter promotion. It's big and bold. Buy 50-inch, 55-inch, or 65-inch TCL QLED Pro 4K Smart Android TV starting from 7,999 Ghana cedis and get free 32-inch TCL TV. Buy TCL 75-inch, 85-inch, or 98-inch TV and get free 43-inch TCL TV. The bigger the purchase, the better the deal. Buy TCL 115-inch QD Mini LED 4K TV and get a free 85-inch TCL TV. Discount so huge you will feel like a winner. Looking for TCL refrigerators, washing machines, water dispensers, audio soundbar, and more at cool deals? Rush to TCL showrooms and authorized TCL dealers in Ghana before stock runs out. Terms and conditions apply. TCL, inspire greatness.
Sasso, sasso, simple men tonton preco. Sasso, sasso, simple men tonton preco. Edana twami ne museshe. Yeah, how can see I in my baby? Minya me kone me sasso spray. Every mosquito standing run away. Tonton preco, sasso sasso, mi se come tonton preco. Come tonton preco, sasso, come tonton preco. Nani sham ne die, demonstronko.
This advert is FDA approved.
FPAC is effective for headaches and relieves the symptoms of flu, colds, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pains. After the day's sports workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is effective against rheumatic pains. You can find FPAC in all pharmacy and chemical select shops throughout the country. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior follows in the tradition of FPAC tablets, a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the
And on the Super Morning Show, our guest is Mr. Alexander Afenyo Markin. He's the Honourable Member of Parliament for Ifutu. He's also the Minority Leader in Parliament. And our conversation has already sparked lots and lots of messages from you, questions, opinions, and people very interested in the position that Mr. Afenyo Markin is extending, particularly about the Council of State. All right, now we're going to get back into the conversation. Just before the break, we started to talk about Galamsey, and I'm very curious to find out how Mr. Afenyo Markin thinks the NDC government, over 100 days in, almost 120 days in, is doing in the fight against Galamsey. Stay with us for that. But this Mother's Day, listen, it's time to go beyond just thank you, Mama. Okay, let's honor our mothers with an experience they will never forget. Okay, so join lots of other wonderful and grateful children and their mothers at Best Western Plus Beach Hotel in Accra. For the Obatanpa branch. Oh goodness, it's going to be great. It's on Sunday the 11th of May, which is Mother's Day, and you will enjoy soul stirring gospel music from Inshira Betty, as well as some sensational music from the Funky Fusion Band. There will be welcome drinks, fresh coconut juice, and then of course you get to enjoy some face painting for the kids. There will be some canvas painting as well for those artistically inclined. There will be board games, Owari, Ludo, and so forth, and a free photo shoot, which is always nice for you and your mom. 450 Ghana cedis will get you in, and of course if you have kids, 200 cedis per child, as long as the child is between 6 and 12 years of age. If you want to make a reservation, call 054-840-2224, or you could try 050-965-1381. So follow the hotel for more details. They are on social media. On Instagram, they are BWP Accra Beach Hotel. On TikTok, they are at BWP Hotel, and the website of course is bestwesternplusaccra.com.
Now quickly, before we get into the Galamsey conversation, we all want a little more sleep before the alarm goes off, a little more time to finish that project, and a little more butter for your bread, because let's be honest, more is always better. Like, I want some more time with the Honorable. Take my friend Nee, for example. When I caught up with him last week, I realized he's crafting a life of more with the ABSA Ultimate account. The ABSA Ultimate account isn't just a banking product for Nee. It's a chance to have more. ABSA Ultimate account gives you retrenchment insurance cover up to 50,000 Ghana cedis, hospital cashback as well. You want more, of course, do you? Because more is always better. Sign up for an Ultimate account today and get more. Your story matters. ABSA.
You know, Kojo, I heard the Honorable Markin speaking at the Kojo Business Summit about shipping limestone from Togo to the north. Now, if you are listening to us right now and want to ship things, we are introducing the DHL Express to you. It's your go-to solution for all your international shipping needs. Whether you are sending personal or official documents, gift items, paintings, cosmetics, clothing, dried fish, processed foods, or anything, or you are importing from Asia, Europe, the UK, the US, or anywhere in Africa, talk to DHL Express. All you have to do is to contact any of their main service points or individual outlets across the country. Your shipment will be processed whether inbound or outbound, and with real-time tracking, you always know where your package is. So call them on 0244-485-176, 057-113-7599. DHL, excellent, simply delivered.
Okay, all right, let's get back into the conversation. And because our time is so limited, I would have liked to spend a bit more time on what we've been discussing so far, which is the situation with the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice. We don't have time, but I will ask you this one question very quickly so we can move on to Galamsey. This is a quote attributed to Dennis Miracles Abuaji, who communicates on behalf of your party. And it says, future NPP government will dismiss all 7 newly nominated Supreme Court justices. Is that the position of your party?
Well, on this platform this morning, the call is an end to retaliatory politics. And I'm sure that when situations occur, people out of pain speak and express views. But I sit here as a leader of the caucus and to say that the retaliatory approach is not the way to go for our nation. So he's expressed that view, but I'm quite sure that this wouldn't be the approach for us as a nation, because it would mean that a vicious cycle without an end where would it lead us to? And I've already cautioned that if we as a political class are paying attention to data, we'll realize that the masses are getting a bit concerned and suspicious of our conduct. Because you see, NDC may think that they are enjoying some goodwill. But what they don't know is that through these actions, they themselves are eroding the goodwill, rather speedily. And it is also one unfortunate thing about us as a political class. Sometimes when we get the power, the inclination is that if you bring down your opponent, that would make you stay in power for long. It's one unfortunate mistake. It hasn't helped, and we seem not to be learning lessons. But I hold a view that for us as a new generation, we should move to the center. Look at all the experiences: PNDC 11 years, NDC 8 years, NDC 1, NDC 2, NDC 3, MPP 1, MPP 1, and MPP 2. What have we done as a political class that has hurt, the nation and hasn't helped our democracy? Retaliatory politics. Your colleague referred to the issue of Kwewu. I was happy to honor that invitation because I felt that that was a platform to start the conversation about our economy. Businessmen always get apprehensive. There's a change of government. How would my business stand? And Kojo, let me tell you today, foreign businesses that have invested in Ghana feel more secure than Ghanaian businesses. There are embassies. Well, when I was a board chairman, as a leader of government business, I came across a couple of the nuances of politics. These ambassadors, apart from taking tea and coffee, they roam ministry to ministry, and when they come to you and they are engaging you, they start governance. Then at the tail end of the convo, you now know why they came. They are discussing issues about investors from their country. So you, the new government, and I'm telling you today that this government will be more careful in going after a foreign-owned business in Ghana than a locally owned. Why that? Because of all these retaliatory politics. It was this person who promoted your business. You got a contract under this person, and on and on and on. Can we allow the economy to grow, allow the private sector to thrive, so that the unemployment, which is a burden on us, could be reduced? For the private sector to create a space. Why would people invest in treasury bill? Because they don't have confidence in investing in a business. Those are the things that should get our attention.
So for today, what we're learning from you is that you will not be dismissing these 7 justices that have been nominated.
It hasn't helped our nation. Retaliatory politics hasn't helped our nation.
Quickly, before we even zoom into Galamsey Kojo, if you would allow me. So it looks as though you have personally determined a prima facie case or not because you've seen the 3 petitions, which you think that they do not even merit because of where you sit. You have the opportunity to have read the petitions. As to how and why, I don't know. But
it's not only me. Organized labor has said same. GBA has said same. So it's not me as a person.
So I'm asking you as a lawyer, so far, the processes 146 and also having 296 in mind as a lawyer, the process so far, is there any breach at all?
296 deals with discretion. So discretionary power is given you. You need to use it without ill will, without bias. You act reasonably and in the best interest of the parties involved. I dare say, without any equivocation, that exercise of discretion hasn't been exercised in accord with 296. I've stated that the Council of State hasn't helped the nation. They have failed us, and I maintain that. I also hold the view that Mr. President has allowed hawks to direct the affairs in this matter, and it is not good for his legacy. It's not good for his image. It's not good for governance. And it is not only this CJ thing that hawks have taken control. Other matters of governance, the dismissal of the workers, the military, and all. These are all steps that are being taken in the governance of President Mahama. That tells me that, in fact, it is not the moderate President Mahama we know of old. Because one of his unique selling propositions as a politician is the fact that he's seen as a moderate and a centrist. That is why many people who were not even NDC tilted towards him. And I believe that coming into government again, one of the things that sells him is the fact that, he's a moderate and he would be measured. I do not think, from where I sit, that Mr. President is asserting that moderate part of him, that Mahama that would allow the moderate to help him govern. So far, it's been retaliatory. So far, it is, yes, they hurt us. Let's also hurt them. Let's also deal with them. Deal with them. Deal with them. Deal with them. And I think it is not going to help. Organized labor has called on him to reconsider the suspension. Ghana Bar has also called on him. I think that government can still reflect and deal with this thing and bring an end to this issue of the CJ being dismissed. Why? One of the petitioners, he says that the man traveled with the woman traveled with a spouse and daughter. The three arms of government. The Speaker of Parliament is allowed to have an official travel with his family. The presidency, the executive arm, the president, by convention, not any law, travels with the spouse, family. It's allowed. Nobody, I don't think anybody will say that the president should be investigated because he traveled with the first lady or traveled with the son. The constitution does not say that when the first lady travels, the state should bear the cost. But it is a democratic imperative that nobody in his good conscience would question it, because that is the president. Why create an exception for the third arm of state or another arm of state, the judiciary? People should not.
But that exception exists. I mean, it's not a creature of this government. Forgive me.
Kojo, what I'm saying is that
it's not a creature of this government.
With respect, follow my submission. Why create an exception for a co-equal arm of government? Put that aside. Is there a policy on travel by the judiciary? The judiciary, other than Parliament or the executive, has gone a step further to enact a policy to guide the travel of the Chief Justice. Did the Council of State see the policy? And that is where I'm saying that they failed us. If the Council of State indeed saw the judicial service policy on the benefits or the monument or the conditions of service of the Chief Justice, they wouldn't have recommended.
Leader, tomorrow if you wake up to a statement from the Chief Justice saying that because I want to test the laws, I really want to test 146 together with 296, really, I don't think anybody should be proceeding on any demonstration because of this particular case. Would you still proceed with the demonstration?
No, I don't understand you. Please put it right. I just want to understand your question.
So I like to think that demonstration is to protest the suspension of the Chief Justice.
Yes.
The one that's happening on the 5th of May.
Yes.
If the Chief Justice who's been suspended says that, well, until we look at 146 again, it still exists in our constitution. And so I want the process to go through till the end. because, and I'll be giving a fair hearing because a committee that has been set up. So I don't think any political party or even CSOs should even go on any demonstration for this particular matter. Would you still proceed?
Okay, so let me attempt to understand it. So first, it is not about her, it's about the institution.
Right.
Second, the only way to test a constitutional provision is through the same law court for interpretation. You remember when Charlotte Osei was appointed, Richard Sky was a plaintiff in the matter, questioned the exercise of that discretion, whether or not an advice, okay, is binding or not. We went to court. The GBA itself, led by Tadiosori, pursued the appointment of my lord Puaman and the other one, for he is retired, I'll remember his name, two of them. And the argument was that the Judicial Council had recommended in a certain order. Why would the president choose from the bottom? And the Supreme Court had to interpret the matter. So nothing stops us from testing the law. Already there's a matter in court by my respected colleague Asifua. I was of the view that we should have even allowed that matter to have been determined before any attempt at doing what we're doing. So yes, if the Chief Justice herself says that she wants to test the law in the Supreme Court, she wants to file a process, and it's within her right to file a process because she is affected as a person. So it's within her right to test the law in the court.
If that happened, would you stop?
No. Let me
demonstration?
Finish. Let me finish. She was referring to testing the law by submitting to the process. That was the government of the question, if I got you right, respectfully.
It constitutes the question.
Okay, that's fine. So if she wants to test the law, fair enough. But it does not take away the need to create that awareness through public protests that look, this is going on, it is wrong. It is democracy. To the extent that we are going to do it peacefully, to express a view, nothing stops us. I mean, it's one of the tools that the Democrats must use to put forward a case. It's a public opinion driven enterprise, so the public would have to understand. Don't forget that even somebody purported to have done a research where the claim was that some 52% of Ghanaians wanted the Chief Justice to be sacked without even knowing what she had done. I mean, however questionable it was, somebody had thrown it in there, and it all fed into the post-Easter Monday attack on the CJ. On Saturday I knew that on Tuesday they were going to strike. On Friday I knew that Good Friday the National Council of State had transmitted something to them, and the plan was that should they release Tuesday morning or afternoon. They said okay, there was ECOWAS at 50, so afternoon. So we knew that in the afternoon that was what was cooking, and in fact party members were all over. One newspaper published something funny, and I said, look, have we reduced governance to that level? He said CJ going. I said, come on. So NDC, you got the power, and this is what you are using it for, to trivialize issues. But we must get the hawks in the government to be pushed back.
Okay,
the hawks must understand that the power is not to fight institutions, but to make Ghana better.
Right. We're talking to Alexander Afenyo Markin. He's the Honorable Member of Parliament for Ifutu. He's the minority leader. And let's turn inwardly for a bit. Let's talk about the NPP's thank you tour.
Yes.
Matters arising. It's turned into a a bit of a situation with lots of opinions and views coming up, and there appears to be quite a bit of internal wrangling at this point. Navel gazing and finger pointing. Everybody has a theory about why you lost. But you lost. So should it not simply have been an apology tour?
When I was going for my 2012 elections, one elder, a week to the election, came to me and said, "Look, Alex, you are to go in and win. If you don't win, you may not have the opportunity again. There will be all manner of accusations." I called my executives. I told them that, look, this is our only chance. The way to go is to work hard. And 1 week to elections, the research I did, and that of Benefson had done a research in Winneba, and he said it was anybody's chance. And I had done one by graduate students in Winneba, UEW, and it showed skirt and blouse. And then it was very tight. And I said, oh, look, we need to cross the finishing line. And no sleep. 1 week, we managed to cross over 2,000 votes difference, because we had a deficit of 3,500. So the point I want to make here is that it's a very painful experience when you go into an election and you lose. It causes total confusion, chaos. It happened to NDC, their first time of losing election. There was total outrage when Kufuor came into office. People even thought NDC was going to collapse. It took the likes of John Mahama, MP for Bole Bamboy, as he then was, Hannah Tete, and few moderates in Parliament, Alban Bagbin, to manage the party. They were few. At the time, it was difficult for anybody to even boldly go on air to speak for NDC. But these were young people in the NDC in their early 40s who said, look, they will take charge. And they did. Surprisingly, within 4 years, they even regained some of their seats amidst the chaos. Remember the Kwesi Tray Atamil's fight all over. They still, the Reform Party, Guzitano and his group, Chitre Poku and others, were still out there. They are not rejoined. And then the NDP, the Bidziding also formed his party, that group, for the 208. So there was internal wrangling. But some few like minds came together with a strategy. And they worked, in spite of all the challenges. That by 208, the NDC had become even attractive again. And they got power. I'm told that there were those who felt that it was over. Then we came in, we also went into opposition, went through crisis. I remember 2016, the national executive...
Machetes at the headquarters.
The national executive challenges, the leadership, people felt that no, this is too bad. But through all of these, we managed. I am happy with the enthusiasm, going for a thank you tour, that presidential aspirants, the former flag bearer himself, everybody getting on board. As for these low blows, you should expect it in politics. But we have to be guided that some are unnecessary and we should avoid them. But some are equally inevitable. The politician's trade, sometimes he feels that let me throw some few low blows and that will get me there and all that. What is important for us is to look at the end game to win 2028. NDC, the apathy we experienced, it will hit them. The unemployment situation, it will hit them. This galamsey that they have already failed and things have gotten worse, it will hit them. They are also going to bring a new candidate. President Mahama just has a term, and I'm sure one of the apprehensions is what is making some of the hawks believe that why don't we twerk the judiciary? That's our only hope. If we get our people there, then we'll set a third-term agenda for President Mahama in case they interpret the
You
constitution.
really think that's what the NDC government is trying to do?
Oh, we have our ears. We have our ears on the
Mahama?
ground. I'm saying that some hawks hold that view, but I also know that some moderates are hitting against that agenda strongly. So let's see how that plays out. But the ideal situation is we expect a new candidate in NDC. We've heard they say doing Katia, we had Julius Zebra, we've had my friend Omani Boama, my brother Atu Forsen, they are group, that generation, some seniors, they don't, Harun Edrisu and co. So they are also going to have a struggle for leadership. That is going to be a reality, clearly. All right? Now we would have our own challenge. For me, what is important is for us to rebrand, reassure the nation that look, we had 8 years. We chalked some successes, but we made some mistakes. We disappointed you in one way or the other. These are the things that we think we could have done better. This is the new NPP. We are bringing on board A, B, C, and D. Internal cohesion, unity. We have to understand that governance is for the collective good. So you put aside your pain, and I'm hurt and I'm disappointed. Let's work together and look at the Ghana agenda.
Right.
I believe that all these things will, with time, would help shape the MPP and get Ghanaians to understand that, look, that is the party that came into office and rolled out the all-important free SHS.
I want to ask a direct question and
Please do.
request a
Please
direct
do. Please
answer
do.
from you.
I pray that I'm able to give you a direct answer.
I think you can.
I pray.
Do you believe that the NPP has a better chance in 2028 if they replace Dr. Bawumia as flag bearer?
This is your direct question.
This is it.
A direct trap.
No, it's a simple question.
A direct trap.
Not at all.
I'm a minority leader. My job is to prepare the party from parliament, work with my colleagues as a team, ensure that we initiate the rebranding of the party right from parliament, so that whoever takes the mantle would already have a good vehicle to drive us to victory. And you want me to come and now determine who is most suitable? That would be inappropriate.
No, I'm not asking who is more suitable.
No, but
I'm
that's what you're
asking
trying to
whether
say.
your party has a better chance.
I'm saying
if you replace your current flag bearer.
Kojo.
I'm not saying who should
So you are
replace him.
taking me to a classroom of you don't want to take my answer.
No, I would like an answer.
All right. So what I'm saying is that as a leader of the party in parliament, my job is to put together a team. Now I have my committees in place. We have committee leadership. My committee leaders are working very hard. Rebrand the party. The rebranding must start from parliament, which we have to do and assure the nation that we can do better. These actions of us in parliament will be part of the repair of the vehicle MPP. With that added to the reforms that the party intends to undertake, whoever will take over the steering wheel would have a vehicle ready for victory. Therefore, it is very inappropriate to begin to suggest that if you bring Mr. A, our chances will be better. If you bring Mr. B, because if the vehicle is not in a good shape, whoever comes in cannot win. I am an MP for a Futu because of perhaps the MPP brand. Somebody is an MP for Keta because of NDC brand. If today I go to Keta, I want to be an MP there, and on the ticket of MPP, I'm not sure I'll win. because the brand NDC is a sellable brand, a marketable brand, and that's what people want. Going for a presidential election, it is not about the individual. Look at the history of those who went as independent candidates on and all. It is the brand, the party brand. People know the MPP tradition, UP, PP, PFP, and then now MPP. They know the Osuno party. They know what Kufuor did. They know what Buzia did. They know what Akufo-Addo did on the MPP tickets. So the focus should be on the MPP brand. Look, when we were in school those days, Kivas, it was difficult for a student leader to associate himself with NDC. In fact, those days, if you are going for election, SRC or hall president, and anybody there comes out to say that, oh, that guy is NDC, that's the end of you. So even if you are not if you are not MPP, you say, oh, you are MPP. But today, and let me commend NDC, sometimes you must see something good in your opponent. NDC over the period did some branding, and it has helped them. On the campuses, they saw that as a weakness, and they started the campus outreach. So students, the 10 people were now bold to say, I am NDC. It wasn't anymore the monopoly of a student being an MPP, because in the academia, we've took it for granted that they are for us. Over the period, NDC has worked, and you see some doctors, some professors boldly talking about it wasn't so some 20-25 years ago. Right. So that is one thing that they've done by way of drawing some lessons from them. I granted interview some time ago and talked about even lawyers. It got to a point they thought that, hey, almost every lawyer is MPP. Let us also invest there. I'm sure that these are useful lessons for us in Parliament. Our focus would be to look at the youth, get the professionals, the business community, the students, get them to appreciate our ideology and what we stand for. Not only the ideology, but what we can do for them. I think that as part of the rebranding, it will be our duty as a caucus to give that assurance. With that in place, we will be repairing the MPP vehicle for whoever wins the flag bearership to take over from there and give us victory 2028.
I'm so concerned our time is up. I have to ask you to come back. I mean, we have to do more.
Could you have 88 questions for him?
I'm not surprised.
But you can give me a yes or no. Do you by chance know where the ECG containers are? The missing one?
Well, I wouldn't know. That would be the responsibility of the ports.
Okay, that's fine.
Let me explain. I need to explain. No, let's conclude on this. Is an important thing. You see, when you import your car, you buy a car and it is imported, it's brought into Ghana. It gets to the port and it is the custody of the port. When it is missing, you sue Ghana Ports.
Okay.
On all the agencies that handle that your assets. It is not in your care. So a better explanation to this funny politics, and that is my problem with how we the political actors behave. ECG had a policy prior to my going there, and today I brought a board minute. I knew it would come up, so I think I predicted right. I came with me with the board minute of 28th of October.
Which is what you come back with.
No, I'll give you. Let me conclude. It's important.
Oh,
don't let us leave it there. Your producer should spare you 1 minute.
Honorable Markin, I've also not asked
now,
you questions.
No problem, but I need to conclude on that.
Okay.
Give me the 1 minute. It's only fair. When ECG had a policy that when it awards contracts to suppliers or vendors, the policy was you deliver to the port and hand over bill of lading and you claim for your payment. This has been the policy of ECG since time immemorial. it was I, Afenyo Markin, who, upon seeing the policy, my first board meeting, I said, no, I'm a businessman. If ECG awards a contract and that contract terminates only at the port, ECG will lose. So that policy should change, where ECG's contract will terminate after delivery to our warehouses. And the board minutes witness that intervention by the board under my leadership. If containers are missing at the port, it is not the responsibility of the board nor the management. It is the responsibility of the port authorities, because they are in custody of the containers. So if they are missing, ECG must sue the port. The states, investigation agencies, national security should question the port authorities, but not to say that the board chairman should come and answer why a container brought in by an importer and in the custody of the port is missing. So the board chairman should be the one to answer. I think a little bit of education helps, because I see people writing stuff on social media, but we can leave it there and come back and talk more about the SOEs and how we are making losses and how it's also a drain on the state. Yesterday, Mr. President spoke about it, that GIHOC is making losses. Why should GIHOC
this is
make
why you
losses?
have to come back.
And I will come back.
We have to bring you back.
To do
There's so much more to talk about.
Rehaul, and then overhaul,
and then we couldn't
have a
touch
new
on
view
Galamsey.
of how we
There's
do
so much to talk about
for the country.
This man has about 88 questions.
No problem.
So please, let's rearrange.
Monday is the demonstration.
Yes.
Tuesday I'm traveling.
Okay.
So Tuesday morning.
We will talk. Sammy will arrange.
You will use another time.
So that we can.
By the way, I can't come here and leave without talking about Abuatri. Our culture also matters. Tomorrow is our Boateng festival.
Oh wow!
That is the climax of the activities. You know, we came all the way from Bono area and then went through the Cape Coast area. You know, there's a town around Jukwa area called the Futu. Our ancestors settled a bit there, and then they moved to main Cape Coast, the Fetu, area. Then we moved to Joma, where some left, stayed, and others moved further eastwards. They came to meet the Muni Lagoon, tasted it was salty. They moved further eastwards and then got to Ayensu, tasted it was good, and they stayed there. Initially, the festival, they were using human beings to sacrifice for the Otu. That is the spirit god that led our Osimpam to our present location. And then he said, okay, if you don't want a human being, then bring me a tiger, a lion, whatever. And they said, over a period, they said, but that is killing our people more. So when we go to the forest, we see the deer. So can we bring you a deer? And then the deer started. The Futus have occupied that area since the 1400s. And since then, we've had the Abuatri Festival, deer hunting. It's by two competing asafo. The Tuafu and the Dentifo. The Tuafos are white, and then the Dentifo are the red. So they compete. Whoever gets a first catch, the king steps on it, and that's it. And I'm the Osahin, by the way. Yes. I am the Osahin for both.
Oh, for both
the chief warrior. Yes.
Wow.
I'm not an Osahin for one group, and it's a title that's for over 300 years, according to the elders of the land. They've not given it to anybody, and I was humbled to have been given that title.
Congratulations.
To serve my people.
We'll certainly be there to celebrate with you.
You would have to come.
Yes,
Joy FM.
We look forward to it. Thank you so much, Mr. Alexander Afenyo Markin, Honorable Member of Parliament for Ifutu and Minority Leader. Oh goodness, there's more to come on the show after this.
Don't miss out on Electroland Extravaganza Easter promotion. Buy and get whooping discounts in our Samsung Easter promotion. Get awesome deals in Media Easter Bonanza. Now, starting from $499 Ghana cedis, you will get a NASCO burner. With 1,599 Ghana cedis, you will get a 32-inch NASCO LED TV. NASCO top mount freezers start from 1,799 Ghana cedis, and NASCO chest freezers from 2,599 99 Ghana cedis. You will get a free desktop computer if you buy our selected NASCO 6 kg, 7 kg, 8 kg or 10 kg washing machine. Rush to EGL and authorized dealer showrooms across Ghana for exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Electroland Ghana Limited, home of luxury and affordable electronics.
Show, and we've just finished with that very exciting conversation. But quickly before we continue, MNC Group Global, an investment holding company with businesses in minerals, food trading, gold export, real estate, logistics and more, with over 12 years of experience and a presence in 8 countries including Dubai, USA, the China, and drive growth and innovation. Tap into our expertise in management, consultancy, procurement and energy services. Unlock new opportunities with MNC Group today. MNC Group Global, totally reliant. And as well, are you ready to dream, dare and deliver in the world of IT? Look no further than Jackson Institute of Technology, JIT, the only NIIT authorized training center in Ghana. At JIT, we provide world-class IT training for individuals and corporate organizations, equipping you with industry-relevant skills in software development, cybersecurity, networking, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, digital marketing and more. We offer globally recognized certifications, practical job-ready training and flexible hybrid learning options, which allows you to study online or on-site. Our expert instructors ensure hands-on learning experiences that prepare you for success in today's digital world. Conveniently located on the Ring Road near Circle in the heart of Accra's Central Business District, and in Kumasi at Jackson Educational Complex HQ Idiasi near KNUST, JIT provides easy access for students and corporate clients. Our state-of-the-art auditorium is also available for corporate events, seminars and training sessions. You can call or send them a message on 0596 996037, or you can also visit them at www.jit.edu.gh. JIT, your gateway to thriving IT career. Mr. Akoto Boateng.
Most music. We played one earlier, and there's another song that talks about Abrocha Brabo, migration, moving into new places, and the challenges it comes with. And I'm going to have a conversation with the CEO of Ishmael Yankson and Associates about modern day Abrocha Brabo, managing the talent exodus. It's a business roundtable that Ishmael Yankson and Associates are organizing, and I need to find out why we're having this conversation. That problem, does it still exist? How we are going to deal with it, and the various issues to do with this. Good morning, Lucy. Welcome to this One Morning Show. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well. Yourself?
I'm very well. Managing the talent exodus. I know Ishmael Yankson and Associates organizes these roundtables every now and again, but why this particular topic this time?
Well, it's an issue that is pertinent in our country right now, and the aim of it is to stimulate conversations around socioeconomic issues that can inform policy directions.
And who are we going to have for this all-important conversation this time?
We have quite a number of seasoned speakers on our panel this year. We have Abna Amoa, who is Managing Director of the Ghana Stock Exchange. She has over 20 years experience in capital markets and is recognized for her leadership and technical expertise. She's also Harvard and Stanford educated, so she has seen the very best of what's possible.
She's gone out there and she's back.
Yes, when young minds have access to opportunities.
Yeah.
So that should be a very interesting discussion from her. We also have Professor Mary Boateng Setrana, who is an associate professor and director at the Center of Migration Studies at the University of Ghana. She's a good, a strong person to lead a discussion on how we can build inclusive social policies that will help foster the kind of private-public investments that we need to retain local talent. And then also we have David Ofusudoti, who is a senior partner at AB and David, which is a leading Pan-African law firm, and a well-known speaker on national and economic and political issues.
We hosted David last week on the Joy News roundtable, and he spoke largely about mindsets and how we need to change the mindset of our country, how we need to push the can-do attitude within this place to create the value to retain our talent. And I'm excited that he's going to be on this conversation, because I thought that on that platform he didn't have enough time to really speak to the issues, and I'm glad you are putting him on this particular panel.
On May 7th he will delve into it more deeply. Then finally we have Her Excellency Dr. Amina Guru Fakim. She is the former president of Mauritius, the country's first female head of state, and she served from 2015 to 2018. Post-presidency, she remains very active globally as a scientific advocate and a goodwill ambassador for girls in STEM. She is also a member of the Global Wealth Forum and is recipient of numerous accolades, including the L'Oreal UNESCO Award for Women in Science. So she will also be a keynote speaker for the event.
So this is happening on the 7th of May 2025?
Yes.
Which is in just about 5 days?
Yes.
What's the venue for this event?
It's the Palms by Eagles, former Holiday Inn. It will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Is it open to the general public? What must one do to be able to?
So it's a ticketed event.
Okay.
And so I can provide you with numbers that you can send a WhatsApp message to receive messages on how to register. Should I say those numbers?
Yes, please.
Okay, so there's 020-850-8055 and 053-011-7202. Those are the two numbers.
Can you please go over the numbers again so that listeners can?
Okay, so 020-850-8055 and 053-011-7202.
And the theme is managing the talent exodus, leveraging private-public partnerships for growth. I am sure that this theme is informed by some research you've done, because for about 2 years, there was a lot of conversation online about Japa.
Yes.
Young people wanting to travel. At least I know about 10 friends who have traveled in the past 3 years to the UK to go and do care work or to go and work in all sorts of industries. Is this still happening?
It's still happening. Like you said, you have friends who have left. I have friends who have left. And this is an issue that has occurred in the country before, in the 70s, when you had a lot of Ghanaians leaving the country to go to Nigeria to seek, better economic opportunities. And then unfortunately they were returned in the 80s. But it's a cycle. Now we've had an economic downturn. Lots of professionals and skilled labor are leaving the country in droves. And we are talking about resetting the country. Now, if we don't have the right skill sets, the talent and the professionals that we need, that's a direct hit on our ability to develop economically and also to develop the social infrastructure that we need as a country. So it is a pressing issue. It's currently existing, and that's why we want to address it.
And if you're a business leader, I would recommend that you go for this event, because we lose talent, you lose the human resources you need to run your businesses. It's happening on the 7th of May 2025, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Palms by Eagles, Airport City, formerly Holiday Inn. The cost is 1,500 Ghana cedis.
Yes.
And it's organized by Ishmael Yankson and Associates with support from Joy Business, Adum FM, GASM, Business 24, Lead In, and some other partners.
Yes.
Lucy, I hope to be there on the 7th.
I look forward
and
to
I want to be
welcoming
a part of this conversation.
Right.
We've lost so much, and we need to figure out how to retain our talent to drive the Ghana we want. And all the best to you for this roundtable. Any final words before you go?
Do come, text our numbers. We are excited about the program. We look forward to seeing you all and hearing our experts speak on the topic and share their views.
Thank you. So that was Lucy Yankson, CEO of Yankson, Ishmael Yankson and Associates. When it comes to them, they give you the best thought leadership event. So don't miss out on the 7th. Let's meet at the Palms at Airport City. We are going for a quick break. When we return, we'll wrap up on the Super Morning Show and we'll get into the weekend for more action. Stay with us.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
And the Friday feeling is good.
Kojo.
Wow, sharp. All right, now listen, don't forget there's only one way to appreciate you and celebrate your mom this Mother's Day. You need to pamper her in a way she will never forget. So, safari tour, sumptuous buffet lunch, and of course live band and great ambience and outdoor games and so much more is all available to you thanks to Joy FM Safari Day with Mum. Okay, so it's on Saturday the 10th of May 2025 at 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Now it's quite affordable. Okay, so for adults it's 950 cedis, for teenagers it's 650 cedis, and 450 for kids. Okay, so this cost includes everything: transportation from Kukumlemle to the venue, and all of your food and everything is all in there. Okay, call 055 459 4727 or 0302 216 540 to register. Registration closes at noon on Friday, the 9th of May.
German Ozone Medical Center is a leading multidisciplinary healthcare facility with a strong focus on ozone therapy as the core of their clinical approach. Renowned for its therapeutic benefits, ozone therapy is integrated across their medical and dental services to support faster healing, enhanced immunity, and overall wellness. In addition to their specialized ozone-based treatments, they offer comprehensive outpatient care, advanced dental services, and operate as a fully equipped implant care with an in-house dental lab, ensuring precision and efficiency. Commitment to innovation, patient-centered care, and clinical excellence positioned them as a trusted destination for holistic and advanced healthcare solutions. You can contact them 055-024 2222 or 055-025-2222. But still send an email hello@gomc.com.gh. German Ozone Medical Center, where innovation in healthcare and implant dentistry is empowered by ozone and defined by excellence.
Now, if you're a businesswoman or you aspire to be a businesswoman, MTN has something created just for you. It's called the MTN Ejumapa. MTN Ejumapa. It's your new business bestie. They have special data and call bundles. They help you stay connected to your customers, your suppliers, and everything that helps your hustle grow. And there's more. The MTN Ejumapa also comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business you've worked so hard to build. And they know that you are not just working for today, you are building a future, so they want to protect your business. So it's time to level up, scale up, and shine brighter than ever. Dial 5060 hash, star 5060 hash now. Grab your Ejumapa bundle and let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa, powering women in business.
All right, make some time to go check out kingdomstoreonline.com. I keep telling you they have the best quality office essentials, equipment, furniture, and stationery. It's all from Kingdom Books. You can pay by Momo across all networks or whatever you buy and just get your quick delivery to your home or office. It's also free delivery if you live in Accra or Tema. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And joining us in partnership with McDan Foundation presents the finalists for the 2025 Impact Makers Awards from after-school programs on mental health advocacy, clean water projects, inclusive education, women empowerment, and more. These are the true agents of change, making extraordinary impact in hard-to-reach communities across Ghana. Catch their inspiring stories on Joy News as we honor their efforts in reshaping lives one step at a time. The Joy News Impact Makers Awards is brought to you by Gold Key Properties, transforming the landscape, MNC Group Global, Totally Reliant, German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental Wellness and Beauty, and the latest film, Your Partner for Life, the Center for Strategic Philanthropy and Social Investments of the Pentecost University, unleashing transformational philanthropy, research and innovation for community impact, Philanthropy Ghana, promoting and elevating philanthropy in Ghana, and the Ghana CEO Summit and Expo, inspiring business leadership and economic transformation. Join these Impact Makers Awards, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impact.
Well, let's make this Sunday and every other Sunday easy. At the Palms, we have the Sunday branch at the Palms, formerly Holiday Inn. It starts from 12 noon. Come and enjoy an unforgettable brunch experience at the Palms for only 500 Ghana cedis. Just come and just eat, drink. There's a rich spread of African favorites and all the continentals, live music, and everything to make you have a perfect Sunday afternoon. Reserve your tickets or your seats now. 055 1333 055 1555. And the Ghana Hotel Culture Expo is also coming up. If you want to get into agric and learn about everything agric, if you want to meet the biggest agri-businesses and the suppliers in the space, you need to be a part of the Ghana Horticulture Expo happening from the 11th to 13th of June. Just go to GhanaHortiExpo.com for more details.
All right, well, this is where we put a pin in it. We have some messages. Do we have time to read a few of the messages that came through? No, we don't. Time's up. All right, well, we've had a great week with you. We're back on Monday with more, but keep it locked on Joy until then. Up next is the 10 o'clock bulletin coming to you from the petite but powerful, tiny but terrifying, portable but yeah.